Our band of adventurers, the God's Headache, had recently left the city of Underrook, seemingly at the end of the trail for the Wardens of the Worldfire. In order to get some distance between them and Underrook after the crime that they committed involving sneaking into Vesper Flameseeker's refinery and stealing a tablet mentioning the mythical city of Sunsaraksha, you all decided to flee down south to the city of Lesdor, which also happens to be Fortune's hometown. There, it became apparent that the war, at least on this side of the continent, was not going so well, with Yalmord showing signs of falling, and even the bridge down to Yalmord being destroyed. Nonetheless, you entered the city, separately, for your own particular means of causing distraction, and your said thievery. And you were directed to two individuals, who turned out to be Fortune's parents. Initially, they allowed most of you to stay in their abode, but when the rest of you showed up, there was a bit of a problem involving space, after which you decided to go to one of the many inns that existed in the city. And that, to avoid us having long recaps, because I now keep doing them, is where we left off. So, God's Headache, those of you that are still sleeping in, the inn, you wake up to the smell of food, fresh food being cooked. Meanwhile, for those of you that are in Fortune's parents' house, there's a strong smell of tea in that, that's permeating from downstairs. So, what do you all wish to do?
It's time to see what sort of food is here. And also see if they have good tea.
Salted pork.
Salted pork.
Where am I right now? Am I in Fortune's room?
You're in...
Yes.
I know that
Right.
I'm in their house because I stayed with Fortune.
I feel like that's a you question.
That's
Yeah.
a you question, not a
I guess
not a
I
DM
guess
question.
you know they've been sleeping together for so long. It's just like second nature now. Can I see what Fortune's room looks like, Anna?
You.
You were all excited about this.
I know. I'm trying to find the page in my notebook that I wrote things down on. I can't find the page.
Well, while you're figuring that out, those of you that were in... That is the wrong city sheet that I'm looking at. Where is my actual city sheet for Lestor? For some reason, it still thinks it's the rock. That's the dwarf clans. That's the noble leaders. There we go. You are in... Yeah, you are in the distant stars.
Yes, we are.
Yes. So you head downstairs. There are various meats and vegetables that are currently freshly being cooked. Unlike most inns, the kitchen is visible. It's kind of like those fancy restaurants, you know, where you can see the kitchen from where you're sitting.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like that. And you can see they're currently, there's all an assortment of staff, humans, elves. You see one or two gnomes and such, all in the process of cooking.
So for some reason, I'm imagining it being a fancy hotel and there's like a continental, like, complimentary buffet.
No, there isn't.
Oh.
You do not have that luxury.
I have a tiny croissant and a big thing of cereal that you twist.
A croissant.
or just that Key and Peele sketch.
Of course, I'm going to look at the fruit.
I will. So, I think I will probably go up to the kitchens and to see what food, and go to the kitchens or to see what food they have or what they have on offer.
So with the distant stars, the cost for the room does also include breakfast and such. So they have various meats, pork, lamb, beef, all that stuff. They have various vegetables. it's a fairly decent collection of food. Fruits in terms of that, they've got apples, they've got pears, they've got what is it? They've got a few bananas, oranges.
You had me at apple.
I figured.
Oh, banana.
Apples. The famous dwarven banana fields. I will, in that case, I will basically go up to where they have basically the pork and the lamb and stuff, and just essentially make myself a little stack of meat, or red meat, and just go in front of the table.
Well, I for one am taking an apple. Go and get some eggs and pork, of course, and bread.
Did you say you're getting horse?
No, I said of course.
No.
Oh,
It's too early for that, Delton.
Apple, of course.
Nay,
Because-
they are not
okay,
getting a
I thought
horse.
I thought you said I'm going to take an apple, some horse. I thought you just like.
Nope.
Sorry.
Nay, they do
Like
not sell
cats, right?
horse.
Nay. Shut up, Tick.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And of course, bread and cheese
Who,
for a perfectly balanced breakfast.
That's funny. You're funny.
You just saw the stupid hand motion I made, didn't you? Without even seeing it.
No.
Can't say I did.
Perfect.
Anyway, okay. So yeah, because I'm a paranoid old man, are there any other dwarves in this boutique hotel?
Can I take the moment to slap Trofnar?
You can. Looking around, no dwarfs.
Okay. I basically like look around and do a quick once over and do that thing where like you move your head and like to extreme angles to try to get every corner of the room, and then when I realise it, I'm not quite as tense. I sort of just relax and just start eating my meat off the bone like a caveman.
You need to relax.
It's a bit too soon for relaxing, lad. I can't be sure that anyone followed, you know.
Right. We'll deal with that if it comes up.
To be honest, I'm kind of hoping it doesn't ever, mate.
Don't we all? All I know is I'm probably going to need to travel for about a day or two to do something.
Right. I mean, we're still many here to, lay low, as it were. So, if you got some time for some personal errands here, it's fine.
I'd want to be accompanied just in case something comes up due to some rumors.
Right.
So we will basically want to go to the edge of that forest with druids.
You mean the ones with the druid who kill anyone who enters? That one.
Yes,
You want to go there?
I'm at least going to leave them something, a note.
To be
So-
honest, mate, you're lucky that you're not drowning at the moment in a vat of fine dwarven ale, and you want to go and get yourself killed by a bunch of forest dwellers.
I'm only leaving them this on the outskirts of their forest. To enter a forest of a druid without proper introduction or their welcome is a death sentence, after all.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it. Where are you leaving them anyway?
It's a letter to say who I am and to ask for them to potentially help me by giving me some of their wisdom, if they so wish.
Alright. Why do you think they'll help you?
That's the thing. I don't think they will unless I earn the right to do so.
You think they can help you with your dream monster problem?
I know that many druidic tribes have members in there that have lived very long lives. So if anyone has knowledge and wisdom to help me, it would likely be one of their archdruids.
I suppose not the worst idea we've ever had as a group.
Of course.
I mean, to be fair, as a group, we once said, "Oh, we need someone to read this book for us." I know, we'll go talk to an ancient fire-breathing dragon. So it'd probably be dangerous around there, lad. If you need protection, I'm more than happy to come. You help me you help me up in Underook, so it's only fair.
Of course. It's also fair that we inform the others that aren't staying with us beforehand.
Aye, of course.
We wouldn't want them to wonder what happened if we, somehow disappeared. Or if our remains were found mauled by a bear.
True. And so do you like in character? Do you like nervously chuckle at the idea of like, I hope we don't die? Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit, because he has no idea what the druidic tribes are like here.
To be fair, like
Just what we-
Troffman's lived his entire life, like either like underground or like basically nowhere near any druid or any druidic tribe, so he has no idea like what they're even capable of, apart from they have something to do with nature.
Delson has a vague idea.
So he's
of what they're
completely
capable
just
of.
taking your word for it, basically, and he's going like, "All right, whatever you say, dude." So, hold on, back into character. How many people are you gonna bring? I'm just worried if we come, all of us heavily armed, it could like seem like, don't know, like something of a raiding party to them.
I know. I think we should only bring a few people, and only those like Ration.
He's handy if we ever get lost. That guy's got a fucking sense like a bloodhound.
Also because I've seen him with a bow and with his good berry.
Okay. By the way, I should say that while we're talking, I'm still making my way through my plate of meat, and basically, as we're talking, you just see it like essentially the pile of meat decline, and then like a pile of bones next to it in a neat little pile.
There are times I wish we had like a dog of some sort to give those to.
Oh, what are they called? Tickington Bear, can you help me with this?
Bloodhounds?
No, what are they called? The giant moles that dwarves keep as pets.
Juggernaut moles?
Pardon?
Juggernaut moles?
Something like that. It's something. They might be called dog moles, actually. I think.
Dog mole, yeah. Dog mole
Yeah.
and the Juggernaut is the parent
All
variant
of
of it.
his prime.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it was a good chance to pick up a dog mole when we were in Underick.
Oh,
I had a dog mole. I had a dog mole growing up. He was a very good boy.
There used to be this one hound that kept running around this dead. He was also a good boy. There was also these weird dog-like creatures near the forest.
It ain't.
I don't remember much about them, but they just
Are they like
seem-
dogs but walking on hind legs or something? Or
No, it's just like they could be running around one moment and the next they're just gone. I think they're called huskies.
Ha.
Fuck's sake.
Ha.
No, stop.
Ha ha ha.
My reaction is funnier than that.
See, I thought you were going for like hellhounds or bargeists.
I was like really interested for a moment, and then that happened, and I was so fucking disappointed. I fucking deflated.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was about to roll like, can I roll like intelligence or history to see if I know what he's on about, or like survival or nature? And I was like, no, they're just my dogs in real life.
And then just Trotner spikes the lens.
What?
Just Jim from the office spikes the lens.
Yeah,
exactly.
The joke is that there are actually something. I won't say what they are, though.
Okay.
Also, Gretchen and Velith, what are you two doing since you're also in this?
I am going to be upstairs, at least for a little bit in the morning. After my long rest, I will cast Find Familiar to change Ahsoka or not Ahsoka, Akasha into.
So Soko is like, wait, this ain't the Avatar. This ain't Avatar.
Yeah, it's like no.
I turn for a Clone Wars thing.
I'll turn her into a raven for now. And now I need to get. I need to get more incense and more magic stuff for if I need it. So I will go try to find a shop to do that.
Okay. And while and I know, Fortune, you just said what you typed to me, but you might as well say it because it is Fortune's room.
Okay, also, oh god, the view is lagging behind the speaking.
Oh no.
You could see him speaking?
Yes,
Yeah,
we know you can never see him speaking.
I can very rarely see Tick speaking.
Can you say something?
Real funny.
I see him for maybe like 10 minutes at the beginning, and it's exciting, and then sometimes at the very end,
And then it
but never in the middle. I don't know why.
What'd you say, Anna?
Can you say something? And I'm trying to see if reconnecting fixed it.
Okay. Ah, shit. Here we go again. Worst place in the world. Rolling Heights ball. Okay. That's about
It
enough.
worked.
You said something.
Any excuse to show off your San Andreas knowledge, man.
I actually know the Big Smoke one as well. You know, the you picked the wrong house fool one.
Oh no.
Yeah, he remembered it while we were talking.
I just
It was-
selectively remember various parts of cutscenes like word for word. Although my favorite two lines to quote from 14 is "Such devastation! This was not my intention." And the final one is "pathetic," in that exact kind of tone of voice.
All right, Anna.
Alright. So, Fortune's bedroom is very small, it's very cramped, it's very dark. She has a single window that has some thick, heavy curtains that just block out the sunlight with everything. All of her furniture is wooden, it's, once again, very dark theme. Against the left wall is her bed with about 10 or so different pillows on there, very comfy, everything in a theme of black, gray, and white. Between the wall next to the door and the end of her bed is a tiny little dresser for clothing and various other things that shall not be named. On the right-hand side of the room, there's a bookshelf that has some books, a couple of dolls, some tiny little horse and sheep figurines, as well as a couple of different coin purses that are empty. And the bottom two shelves on this bookshelf have been taken out to have a small chest put in there with a little lock on it.
Mm-hmm.
Shoved directly up against that is an old-looking desk. One of the legs is a little wobbly, so there's a book pushed underneath it to make it even again. There seems to be what looks like a diary along with some writing equipment, a couple of old-looking papers stacked up on the corner near the shelves. And on the opposite end of the table is a very old, very wax-covered plate with half-burned candles on it.
Okay, so
Also on the bed, one second. Also on the bed is a
Oh
teddy
my
bear that's
God.
missing its left arm.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
What fog level is the mattress? Good lord.
for one, because she hasn't been here in a while, are there like cobwebs or bugs in here?
No, it
Like her
looks like,
her parents cleaned this up, right?
yeah, it looks like it's been well maintained.
Okay, so
They love her. Why would they let there be
I'm
spiders?
guessing because of how small Fortune is.
She's
That
5'8". She's not that tiny.
Okay, compared to Nemesis, let's keep this in mind that Nem is fucking huge. So I'm guessing that the bed is probably big enough for Nemesis, but she's gonna toss all of the pillows off. She's gonna shove one in the fucking place with the shall not be named things because I already know, so that she doesn't have to look at them. And then when she wakes up in the morning, immediately she's going to go and she is going to pull the curtains back. Just freaking trash this room because of how awful it is to them.
I don't know what's making me laugh.
Fortune just like hisses and recoils against the wall at the sunlight, hugging her stupid left arm missing teddy bear.
I don't know what's making me laugh more, just Nemesis' reaction or just the fact that Gilgamesh's response just went through my head. I'll save it for after.
Well then.
Anyway.
All right.
Yeah, so there's a strong smell of coffee coming from downstairs.
I thought you said tea.
Tea, that was it, sorry.
It could be both.
Come on. It's obviously time for breakfast. Also, why is it so dark in here?
I like the dark. I can see just fine in the dark.
I will drag you by your tail downstairs.
You wouldn't.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and try to essentially drag her down.
Okay, Fortune, do you try and resist?
Of course I do.
So we'll treat this like a grapple check then.
So that's a strength.
Yep. Strength check versus athletics, or we'll say athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. Oh my god. She's fucking slippery.
Yep, so you're nearly able to grab her a few times, but she's just, the tail just is whipping around everywhere, so you can't grab it.
Honestly, Fortune.
I'm tired and I haven't slept in my bed in years.
Is it that big a deal? I'm sure that the others are waiting for us.
Fine, but I'm giving you something at breakfast.
Is that meant to be a threat?
That entirely depends.
Nemesis just shakes her head and essentially gets dressed and goes downstairs.
All right. So, you get downstairs, and both there they are. Both Valeri and Arthas are kind of just sitting around the table, just drinking their tea and eating their lunch and such. Arthas with his mouth, stuffed full of food, says, Arthas, please, darling, don't.
He grimaces a little bit.
Yeah, he's just staring at you, as you can see he's like trying to chew it as fast as possible, and eventually he just swallows like, good morning, Nemesis. Where is Katie going down, or?
Good morning to you too, sir.
Oh, don't call me that. Just call me my normal name, Arthas.
Katie is hiding.
You see like a small smile just sort of creep over Arthas' face. Really now? Well, I best fix her up another cup. He just steps up on the table and goes into the kitchen. Oh, Arthas, please, just... Don't mind him. Please, sit, before your food gets cold.
You made me food?
Of course, you're a guest of ours. Your friend Raya, she's already, you can just see Raya's sort of in the corner, just shoving the food into her mouth.
Nemesis just kind of slowly sits down. I don't know if you've ever been to like a person's house for like a sleepover or something, and then their parents are like awkwardly nice, and you just kind of feel awkward too.
Yes, that's very strange.
Yeah.
I know the feeling.
I kind of know the feeling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
It's even worse when they make you eat 3 courses of food because
Yeah,
their
what-
grandma
what-
likes to cook, and she's like, "Have more." Okay, thank you.
What-
I'm
what
done.
have
Oh,
they
here,
given
have
me?
more.
Or they bought 2 entire pizzas just for you and your friend.
My friends' parents were never like that. Anyway, yeah. So it's a rather, it's not a fancy meal by amount, but it's clear that they're doing okay. Like there's enough food on there to, you would say, be a decent enough meal.
Hey, Tom,
Yes.
can I sneak my way downstairs?
Make a self check.
Ooh.
So, Fortune, you steadily just creep down, but in the time you've been gone, you forgot that that second step from the bottom creaks loudly. So you just hit. So as you're just stepping out, it's just.
So
Katie,
everyone
are
has
you
to
up?
turn to the stairs.
Yeah, like.
I thought we had that fixed.
Oh, there's no need for it to be fixed. It's not causing any harm.
Well, I wanted to surprise, but good morning.
Good morning, Katie. I hope you don't mind that we cleaned your room a bit.
I don't mind. It looks like the lock is still in place.
It is. Though you did lock it when you left, so Arthas had to attempt to do some lock smithing.
Of course.
You hear Arthas from the kitchen. Just so you know, just cleaning, nothing else. You can look in your room again and you'll know.
Uh-huh. I'm sure.
What? Privacy?
Well,
That's a thing?
well, it's not. We normally do, but after the first few months of her not coming back, we figured, oh well, maybe if she did come back, she would not want to have a room filled with dust and spider webs. So, you know.
Spiders. You just seen them shiver.
Do we still have the rule in place? If they're not eye height, they're okay?
No.
I don't
Next
remember.
immediately.
Valeria's just kind of like taken back with this. I don't remember us having that rule.
Oh. Okay.
That might have been exclusive to your room, but I would say, because you left several months ago, that you forfeit that rule.
Jenny was a good spider. I'll pray for her tonight.
Oh, we didn't find. Don't get me wrong. We didn't kill them. We let them out into the wild.
Good. I'm just gonna, like, hug Nemesis from behind and place a little box in front of her on the table.
I take you not being discreet about it.
No.
Nope. Okay, so you place it down. At this point, Arthas comes out with another cup, saying, should we? Just kind of looks to Valeri, kind of a bit confused.
We're good. We're good. Did you find out anything interesting about the flavor bombs?
Oh, yeah. Let me just places the cup down to where yours
Sitting
is.
there confused.
Are you sure you want me to speak of this now? It looks like you were trying to. Should we be here? Should we give you two a moment?
No, it's okay. It's just a gift. It's okay.
Oh, wait, do you want me to talk about this, or would you rather Nemesis see a gift?
That's up to you, Nemesis.
Nemesis just looks very put on the spot.
Everyone is staring at you, Nemesis.
Well, I suppose we can get the gift over with? She's just very confused, and everyone's watching her. She's very, very put on the spot.
If you
It's so fun making Nemesis squirm.
if you want us to leave the room for a little bit, Nemesis, we certainly can.
I can't see why. She does things like this all the time.
Yes, but your face
Not reading it.
but your face is beat red, dear.
It's fine. Fine.
And
Then just goes to open the box.
It is the ring to complete the collection. The one that says I love you on it.
Hold on.
7.
She's
Okay.
blonde.
Okay, I don't. She does not click into place what everyone else is thinking.
Yeah, Valerie just hear her just go, "Oh, that's so sweet." Meanwhile, Arthur says, "Is it me or is she gone redder than I am?"
Could you repeat that without the accent, please?
What, with what Valerie said or Arthur's?
Yes. Arthas.
He said, "Is it me or is she gone redder than I am?" Because keep in mind, Arthur's dark red tiefling.
Yeah.
I couldn't catch the I am part of that, so I'm like, what? So
This is very nice, Fortune. I don't know why it's being so awkward. Thank you. This is sweet of you.
I'm going to chug my cup of coffee.
Okay.
Literally
It-
everyone else is thinking it, and Nem's just like, what is happening?
It is, as you drink it, it is immensely spicy. Almost as if some, like, curry powder or something like that has been doused into the tea.
Oh, gross.
Perfect.
It actually causes you to spit out the water, and Arthur, the tea, and Arthur just starts laughing. That's what you get for taking your time, Katie. I'll go get you a proper one. Just kind of stands up and heads back to the kitchen.
When he comes back out with that tea, I'm going to put a flavor bomb in it.
Okay.
I want to see if it does anything.
So after about 5 minutes, he comes out with another bit of tea. This one, you like take a tentative sip. It is tea. It is proper tea. And places it in front of you.
Wait, did Gratian stay over?
Yeah, Creation stayed.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot our son was with us.
If you look above the Welcome to Roll20 thing, it
Yeah,
says Perk
yeah.
Wingman is unavailable at this time.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Also, you
just
can see
maybe
my poor
assumed.
drawings.
All right. So you put in the one of the flavor bombs in.
Yes.
Okay, roll a d8 for me.
I was that child.
Weren't we all?
8. Okay. So the tea itself is already rather sweet. You know that your parents like to put like a lot of sugar and such in the tea. But then like the tea gives away to an almost like peppermint flavor. It's it does burn a bit, but you don't know if that's just because of the tea on top of it. And there is a bit of a like fuzziness to your tongue as you finish drinking it. So, I had a look, and I got partway through it. So, what's your opinion of eating arcane crystals?
How much are you willing to pay me to do it?
Not like the inside consists of various powders, and embedded in them is like little scrapings of arcane crystals. With a certain,
I feel like
Does it
we
have
can't
side
look at
effects?
well, I imagine if you have too much of it, it's gonna hurt when it comes out, but not really.
Then I suppose it's fine.
I would just recommend you don't put more than one in, because I'm not too sure on this bit because this is where the arcane crystal comes in, not my area, but I assume the crystals react to the water, and depending on the crystals changes what it is. I don't know, I'm sorry.
I just thought you'd like a project.
It's an interesting project, but it's the arcane crystal stuff, not my area. And I don't think Madam Melody would want to listen to me explain it to her.
But do you like them?
Oh yeah. I mean, I wouldn't drink them. Don't drink alcohol, and these are definitely filled with alcohol.
Just a small heads up. We have an entire shipment that's going to be coming here. Just one box, but you know.
Oh. And I can do what I want with her. And Valeria says, Artifice, she's giving us a gift. Why can't you just be happy about it? I'm sure it's fine. Maybe we can throw a party when the war's over and, wait, they don't have an expiration date, do they?
I don't think so.
We can throw a party and use them.
Just annoy your coworkers, throw it in their waters.
I would probably get fired if I did that, so probably not a good idea.
It's
Have
only
you
a bad
ever
idea to
thought
get caught.
about moving?
Oh, isn't it moving from Red Store? They just kind of like look at each other. Well, you'll see, we are doing quite well for ourselves here in Red Store. I do appreciate that, this is, if we don't factor in the war right on our doorstep, but we're not too sure where we'd be able to go and where we'd be able to get similar work. I am but a teacher. I do not bring most of the money home. That would be my husband.
I was specifically bringing it up because of the war. With how close Yelmord is and the situation there, I wouldn't be surprised if a small town like yours would be hit next.
We respect Nemesis. Resdor is a large city. It is one of the major cities of the kingdom. And
Nev's just kind of like, what?
And in case you haven't noticed...
What do you mean? I've been to larger.
And in case you haven't noticed, we are building more defenses. But let's just say my employer has assured me that should the city need to be evacuated, we would be first in line.
Very well. I suppose that if that were to happen, Fortune could tell you about our own lodgings.
You've got your own place, Katie?
We're building a manor?
No.
Yeah. We have a boat, we have a manor.
How did you get the
I
money
will
to do
take
this?
out the Summerdale Hill deed.
She just quickly reaches over and has a look at it. Just kind of reads it. This is incredible. Look, Alfred, look. Oh, how about that? It's it's pretty far away. It's gonna be difficult to visit, yeah? But shit, I'm proud of you. He just hands it back to you.
Technically, we could get you teleportation chalk.
Oh, those. Teleportation makes me queasy.
Nemesis just kind of looks at Fortune as if they were in the situation that they would have to leave their home. He's complaining about being queasy, Like,
Fortune just got her arms crossed, nodding. Yeah, I remember that trip. That was not fun.
Well,
at this point, Larry
if
just kind of like, it's
worst
just,
comes to worst.
go on.
Oh, you'll love our friend that's working there too. She's a guard. Her name's Neri. She's a lizard folk.
Oh, a lizard folk. Oh, is that wise?
Yes, she's allowed to eat anything that tries to enter that she kills.
I feel I
I'm
have
not
several
sure that
questions.
makes them feel much better.
No, it doesn't. It's,
Neri is perfectly polite. She is, well, not polite, but she's integrating into society well.
so long as she doesn't try to kill us, then sure. I'm sure we'll find a way, and I suppose it'll be a good spot as any if things go bad here. And we'd probably be able to go there by teleportation. Isn't that right, honey? Well, sure.
I have teleportation chalk. If I were to technically break the chalk in half, would that ruin the spell?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Oh god, it's too early in the morning for that.
Nem breaks it, just portal to the astral plane, disappears. We're like, God damn it, not again.
15. You're not too familiar with the arcane, but you know from previous experience that breaking something that's magical, usually not the best idea.
Okay. Because I was just thinking, like, if I can just give them part of this right now to use in an emergency. But all right, I will not get myself sent to the astral plane.
But I'm pretty sure we can pick it up somewhere else, or Nemesis can just send a letter to her brother being like, hey, I need this thing.
Yeah, but with the current situation in Almondale, I wouldn't be surprised if all of the letters are being intercepted. Alright.
She doesn't know anything to speak telepathically with him, does she? Or is
No.
Nori the only one that can do that?
Nori's the one that does that.
Damn it.
It's one way.
Oh, it's both ways. Sending spells both ways. 25 letters in, 25
it goes
back.
both ways, but only Nori can cast it.
You can reply to this message.
Yeah.
That is message.
Fuck! You can reply to this message. Okay. Then did they mention an arcane shop yesterday with Delson?
They mentioned a individual called Madame Melody. She's not.
Oh, yes, she's like the archmage, right?
She's considered the Archmage, even though she isn't actually. But she doesn't own a shop.
Okay.
She's just a powerful mage that lives here in Lesdor.
All right. Then go ahead and finish my food because I'm just thinking about what like we can do here. In the meanwhile, I know that other people like Vise mentioned that he wanted to do some stuff.
We could visit the guards. We could visit the jail cell that Katie probably spent a lot of time in as a teenager.
I actually, I would need to talk to the whole group about this, but I have something in mind that I want to do. So I'll let everyone else go before then, because I assume we'll reconvene at the end.
I assume so. All right.
Yeah.
So, if that's the case, you all finish your meals in your respective areas. So, what is it you all wish to do? Hello?
I would like to go and get. I'm thinking. Well, is there somewhere in town that's like a magic shop, somewhere that would have a rare incense and rare ink.
Make an
Or
investigation
my
check.
spells. Sure, I can do that. Hey.
Natural 20. All the arcane shops are currently providing supplies for the military. However, you do know of a few individuals that are, skilled in the arcane arts. One of them is, again, Madam Melody, who is, because you're old, that high. She is a retired Grand Mage and an Archmage, but fairly high up the chain. And she retired to Ledstor several years ago, so you know where she's located. She's quite well known around Ledstor, but that's the closest you're gonna get.
Sure. If I know where like she lives, I'll just go to her house and
Yep.
knock on the door.
All right, yep. So you head to the house. The house, it looks normal except for the fact that it has not a huge. It's like a two-story wizard tower on the back and such. But you can see it's got like the storm blinds and such closed on the windows. So you knock on the door. There's a few minutes before the door opens, and you can see a rather short human, maybe about 4'8", very small for a human. She's got brown hair that you can see it's starting to grey in a few areas. What is the other bits? Identifying parts of it. She is wearing wizard robes, but these look more like a formal dress than actual baggy, traditional, stereotypical wizard robes that you see. There you go. She's got dark green eyes. You can see she's got like a pair of glasses just sort of like hanging off the just on the bridge of her nose. Yes. What do you want?
Hello. I was told that are you Madame Melody?
Yes, I am. Can I help you? I wasn't expecting visitors.
No, I was just looking for some supplies for magic. Some incense
that's right.
and, ink.
That's right. The arcane shops are closed. Just kind of
Yes,
looks back
and if it
into a house.
I am back.
What materials is it that you're after?
Some rare inks for copying spells and some rare incense for casting Find Familiar.
Right. How much do you need of both?
I think 50 gold of incense would be fine, and perhaps 200, 300. Actually, no, not 200. 250 gold pieces.
I'm not a shop dear. I can offer you 100 gold worth of inks, and the 50 gold of incense is no problem whatsoever.
That is fine with me. Thank you.
All right, wait here then. You hear the door close and it locks. About 2 or 3 minutes pass, and you see the storm blinds of the tower sort of like open. And you see it almost looks like an imp, kind of. It just kind of like flies out with a small satchel and sort of like floats near you, and he holds it out with one hand and holds out another hand. Like
I give him the gold.
Right, he kind of like dips slightly. He's like, just picks it up and then hands the little sack in there. You look
I think if he was like up above me, I would just float up to him. I would just float 10 feet.
He flies down to like your eye level.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so he hands it. You take a look inside. It's 100 gold worth of ink, fancy inks, and 50 gold worth of incense. And you just watch as he flies back into the town. The blind is closed.
Excellente. I thank the imp and head off back to the distant stars to find the boys, and then and Rai as well, and then I don't know what the plan was. I don't know if they were planning on meeting us here, but
Not to sound like an ass, but when have you guys ever had a plan that went swimmingly
Yeah,
outside of last sessions?
Yep, I was gonna go.
Which went surprisingly well.
Yep, I was gonna go and inform them about Delson and his plan to do a little trip real quick.
Yeah. I was thinking.
What little trip of, oh yeah, we don't go to the forest. I'm gonna go directly to the forest.
He's going to just put a note on the edge of the forest.
Well, just a little post-it.
He'll probably get lost.
Post a note and then on a tree and then run away.
Has a little stick man doodle of himself on it.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess we're all reconvening, maybe like right outside Fortune's house.
I would assume.
Okay.
Both Arthas and Valeri do leave because they have jobs
Yeah,
to go to.
they're
They
not
get hugged
vagrants like us.
Surprise.
Yeah, they both give Fortune a hug before they leave.
See you later.
Will he be back soon? Yeah, just don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Dad, that's terrible advice. I will follow it exactly.
Yeah, it's my girl. He just ruffles your hair up a bit and walks off.
Dad. Just trying to fix my hair now.
Alright, but yeah, we'll say for the sake of things that everybody reconvenes.
So you can be.
All right. So we're all together now. All right, then who wants to go first?
I will.
All right.
So, guys, I'm going to be going on like a quick little trip. Probably takes a day or two to leave a message near the edge of the dark grown forest.
Like Vola just cocks his head and what are you planning, Delson?
I heard about their druidic tribe there, and I want to leave a formal note to ask if they could help me with their wisdom.
You mean with the whole dream creature?
Yes.
What do you plan to do? Stick a piece of paper on a tree going, "Hi, please let me in, I'm friendly."
He could try and tie it to a squirrel. It might reach him faster.
Ironically,
Is someone
yes,
watching Fall Guys?
that was the
Where is that logic coming from?
The best part is that there's just actually a spell that's exactly that.
Ironically, that was the plan.
How are you even going to make sure that they see it?
That's the thing. I don't have any faith that they will. However, if they do, it's still their decision if they would so wish to let an outsider in.
Alright, a better plan that does not take you away for a day, causing us to separate. Valeth,
Yes,
you can turn Akasha into anything, right?
I can, yes.
Couldn't we use her as a messenger bird?
I believe so. And I'll just, like, pull Akasha out of my coat but, like, I make her appear, but, like, I just pull her out of my coat.
Kind of like the merchant from Resident Evil 4.
It's not really a coat. It's like robes that I wear.
Like a full on like David Copperfield shit. I'm just like,
Yeah.
What's
Never just like
lion?
I'm
a little
just thinking,
raven.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of Resident Evil
like-
4 merchant. He's just there in a
Yeah.
pocket.
It's like just like wait, Trofna, what's that behind your ear? It's Akasha. Yeah.
How does
While everyone's
keep a
talking, I
pocket
just
watcher
kinda,
in
like
there?
raise my hand.
Mhm.
Yes.
Don't you have a pigeon?
Yes, but I would not trust him yet.
We're not risking our communities.
I don't trust him. He's shifty, okay?
I
Where
have
could that
my
go?
hands
He doesn't
quite
let me get eye
full
contact.
dealing with all of you, trying to train you all. If you would like to try and do it, you can.
No, I'll try and train the bird.
All right. Archimedes is actually like in Fortune's room right now, like in his little bird cage.
But yes, I could.
Happy little boy.
I could send Akasha. I believe.
I believe that it would be safer
Can
that
you?
way.
It would
Can
be.
you? Can it go that far away from its master?
Let me consult my tome, and I pull up my Book of Shadows as
Esther
I
was able
read
to
Five
do that,
Familiar.
and she was a familiar.
Yeah, all it is that I can communicate telepathically with within 100 feet, but I can just give it an action, and it'll go and do it.
You
Yeah.
give it instructions, yeah.
Yeah, and it'll I won't be able to communicate it beyond 100 feet, but it still has its own capacity to do things.
Yeah.
It's still classified as sentient, so yeah.
Ah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's more sentient than like an actual bird because the familiar is like
Birds are
intelligent. It's like it's a. I'm not sure if I decided on celestial, fey, or fiend, but I don't think Akasha's a fiend. I'm not sure, but
I thought it's only
yeah.
Fae that Find Familiar could be.
No, it's celestial, fey, or fiend.
Yeah.
Just kind of depends on like if you're because warlocks can get it, and then it could be like a little imp or something.
Yeah.
Or it could be anything like that. But most of the time, like it's from somewhere. I don't know how I would classify like Room and his domain in terms of the kind of creature that
Yeah.
The
I would
void?
produce. Yeah.
Celestial.
All right.
Like Celestial is maybe the closest because it's like the moon or something. But yeah. Anyways, yes, I could send Akasha, and as long as she's not attacked or anything, she should be able to make it. Though I could if I made aware of the person, I could potentially. Do I have a short message? If I'm familiar with them, I don't know. I don't know to
I'll
what
be right
extent
back.
that
Okay.
means,
Well, the problem is that we can't go in the forest to meet them.
but yes. But if I perhaps got a description and
We don't know what.
And
we
the
don't
name.
No
know
one
what they
really
look like.
knows what they look like. They said that
That's
they
the
were all
case.
slaughtered.
Oops, I didn't mean to click that. Sorry.
Hey guys, do you know what dreaming is?
I feel like that's something that Veloth would say too.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think that if Akasha sends a message first, hopefully we can get some sort of reply.
Indeed.
I mean, it's a forest. How hard can it be for a bird to just fly overhead and find something?
Do you think you're up to it, Akasha? I look at her.
Alright. Then Delson can write a message or something. I'm sure that he'll tell Tom what he's saying.
I
He already has.
have it written.
Okay.
He already sent it to me.
Alright.
Nice.
If that's the case, it'll probably take us a day or so to receive a message from them if we get a message.
Mm-hmm.
I'm back.
Bye.
Assume
Then-
Fortunate's been staring into space lost this entire time.
Alright. Then, does anyone else have anything? Because I'm not sure if any of you guys had any other specific plans. No?
I
Okay,
wanted to
I'll go
visit the
next.
car.
I'm thinking. Volith is reading his book.
Well, I actually have a couple things that go into that. Alright. Well, for one, I would like to visit Delcross again.
What's in
What's in
Delcross?
Delcross?
Apart from, you know, a lot of fucking death and destruction.
It is where my father's family hails from.
Oh.
Right, okay.
I'd like to get some more information on it.
It's a good thing we have the chalkened circle.
Did we get Delcross's circle?
I think
We
we
did.
did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did actually. I don't remember because I'm pretty sure.
We
Officer
got
Del
it for the
didn't.
plane hunters.
He got it. You have it written.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
we got the plane hunters.
Nice.
Then we would need to get Lesdor's symbol too before we were to go there. But
Then perhaps that is something. I did speak to Madame Melody. It's possible she was an archmage, and so if anyone in town has something like that, I think it would be her.
I also was going to propose something that I suppose would be up to the group.
Mhm.
Is there still black smoke in the distance?
Yes.
Great. I'll kind of like look towards that. This thing isn't going to stop anytime soon. I think that we should get involved with it.
I agree.
To do so, though, we would need to, I suppose, join the military.
True.
Well, if we show up and offer our services, whether or not we join or not doesn't change the fact that we are capable. And so, if we don't want to join the military, I don't think we should have to, but we can still help.
Aye, we could do as like some sort of mercenary business or something.
That is what we do. We don't necessarily have to be hired as plane hunters to do a job.
True.
Either
Side
way,
note.
we would be sell swords, hopefully.
Mhm.
I just wanted to run it by you all because participating in a war is no laughing matter.
Ain't that the truth?
Tick.
Yes.
How large is this forest, and how much time would I have sort of an idea about sending Akasha to send a message? Like, I don't even. Would that be like a day thing, or would it be? Would it take
you
more than
It
that?
would take you a day's get from the city to the edge of the forest.
Okay, and so I'll sort of just assume that she takes about the same time, so it would be at least 2 days worth of travel.
Pretty
But
much.
actually, no, it would be a day because as soon as she delivers the message, I can. Yeah, see, I don't know.
Well, she has
I
to go
can't-
into the forest and find them.
Yeah,
And
so
then come
I
out.
can't communicate with her, so I don't know if she's
So-
gotten it done, and so I don't know
Yeah.
when to bring her back. So
So I would say at least 2 or 3 days.
okay,
It depends on exactly
Uh,
what you instruct her to do and how far in you want
Yeah.
her to go.
yeah,
Yes.
I think it would probably be 2 or 3 days. So
I would say just tell her to like give this to like a druid that she sees.
A forest person.
find a druid, give paper.
She just gives like some random homeless guy on the side of the
I
road.
guess we this is the forest to the south of Lesdor, right? The Dargil Forest.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if we're planning on going to Yalmord anyways, we could send that letter when we're, halfway there, because then it would be closer to the forest, right? And then go to Yalmord and then have
Well,
Akasha go.
the thing is we have other stuff too. Like I know that you need to go to Elvengrow.
I
This-
do.
So what I am thinking is, like, I just want to go to Delcross to get some information real quick. I don't feel like it'll take more than the 1 or 2 days that Akasha will be gone,
Mm-hmm.
especially with the
But
teleportation
can't we only use the
circle.
chalk once a week?
Yeah.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah. So we can go there, and then we have to be there for a week before we come back.
It allows you to use because the teleportation circle spell normally costs quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we could still do that, and like the trip for Akasha could take, like it might take her maybe like I don't know what the letter says, and if we're going to see them, but yeah.
Oh wait, it doesn't.
We just
but
have
it
to think
requires
about how to do
materials.
this because, okay, we want to like help.
What's
with
the first thing
war
we're gonna do?
in
I think we need to
Delcross.
get the teleportation circle here in Lesdor. That's like a priority in order to do stuff
Yeah.
and go to Delcross. So
So we should get the teleportation circle. How about
Delson
we
did mention
do? How about we do this? We go and like get all the things that we need in Lesdor. Then we travel up to Elvengrow afterwards, and I can just use it. Like I can just use the chalk there.
in that case, Delson will have to change the letter a little bit. Or, yeah.
Well, we can still stay here for a few days to do, like, I guess, druid stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we can still kind of figure out where we are with the military in Lesdor.
Mm-hmm.
So that will take us a little bit.
Fair enough.
Does that sound good to everyone?
Hey,
For
that'll
the time
work.
being? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Game plan set.
Yay.
step one.
All right.
Step
so,
one.
Yeah, what's your first step?
Step 1, fuck bitches. Step 2, get money.
All right, so Delson is going to send his letter. We are going to see if there's like a circle in Lesdor that we can collect for our little book of circles. And then we are going to go and essentially see like the military, or like the I guess there's like probably a barracks here.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
Didn't you say that there was like there was like refugees and stuff? But I don't know if that would include like a military presence as well.
There were like military guards like walking around keeping the peace inside the the little refugee like area.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that we can find like a higher up there.
Yeah. So first things first then is for the magic circle. One of you go ahead and make an investigation check then, whoever's actually looking to get this circle.
I'll go look with them because I'm the one who records the book.
Okay, make an investigation check then.
Just time.
Dun
For the
dun
world's greatest
dun
detective.
dun dun
Step
dun
forward,
dun 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 dun.
24.
Okay. Oh wait, that's a nat 20.
Yep.
No, isn't that funny?
Wow.
So, with the teleportation circles, you know from asking people that it doesn't appear that the plane hunter hub that's here has one. It doesn't. You're not too sure if Madame Melody has one because she's not as sharp. They say the more academic, people believe that maybe the Lord has one in his castle. But no one exactly knows because something as important as teleportation circle isn't exactly willy-nilly anywhere.
Fair enough.
There's a war going on out there as well. It's important information.
So, if the Lord does have one, we will have to earn their favor and right to use it, potentially.
Yes. It's
Aye.
possible we've made a name for ourselves, but we can't exactly guarantee that.
You say we made a name, but he says if we made one, it'd be a good one.
Exactly.
As another true statement.
You know, they could say, oh, your god's headache, aren't you those fuckwits behind that cock up over in Growthfield or something like that?
It's like, nope, that was the other god's headache.
Aye.
Yeah, we're
That was
the gods
deity's
migraine.
migraine. Yeah, we get confused.
But yeah, with your investigation, the Plain Hunter Hub doesn't have it. Madame Melody don't know. The Lord of Lesdor potentially.
Well, I say we go and speak to Melody first. She seemed quite nice when I spoke to her.
Would I know the Lord of Lesdor?
Make a history check.
You
Just
could go.
coming
You
in.
What, like, as in know of him or personally?
Either or.
16.
Yes.
please. He likes to be called the Les Lord.
Yeah. Les Lord. For shame, sir. For shame.
You could see Tom losing faith in us.
No, I heard the very long, exasperated breath that
Had
he
faith
released.
That's
And it was
enough-
great.
That's another 100 HP on the next boss.
It fuels me. It fuels me, Tick.
Yes, you do. You haven't met them, but you do know from the various meetings that that they've had with your mother. So Lesdor is ruled by the Alkan family. The current lord is actually one of the oldest rulers. You know, the current oldest ruler is Osperus Alkan.
Oh, that's a good name.
How do you spell Alkan? Is it yeah? How do you spell Alkan?
Alkan.
Okay.
I am already typing, you son of a bitch.
Yeah,
Fine.
and the first
What was
name,
his first name again?
Osperus.
Actually,
Auspirus.
if we were to talk to
So I
the
think
Lord, we could try and find a circle and get involved in like the situation here.
Yeah, probably could do both in one sweep. We wouldn't have to go to the military. We could
So
just be like, hey.
if we were to get access to that,
We can kill two stones with one bird.
Two birds stoned at once, I believe, is the correct term.
keep in mind, I do not have the same power, so this may not work.
I know what I'm talking about, son.
I'm not quite as rich and white as I used to.
Nemesis isn't white.
You might not have power on paper anymore, but we are still three of the most convincing people when we really try to do
Yeah,
put our hearts to it.
Tomas, can you spell? Can you spell the Lord's name again?
So, as in the first name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Auspirus.
So like Osprey, except with us at the end.
Osperus.
Yeah, that's a good name.
It reminds
That's a
me
cool
that I
name.
need to put what Tom told me into my former noble thing. It's okay. I'm doing it right now.
Oh, do you have like a different background stuff now?
I do have
That's
a
fun.
different background.
That's fun. That's very fun. Okay. Well, then I say we go and knock on the doors of the manor or something. I'm not quite sure.
Yes.
I suppose we could just walk in, but
I don't
they
think
probably
we
wouldn't
should
like
just
that
walk
very
in,
much.
But
I'm not sure they're taking visitors.
Yeah.
Well,
would
we could,
probably
but they
reflect
wouldn't like it.
a meeting of
okay.
sorts.
So, are we talking about with Madame Melody or with the Lord?
With the Lord, I think you're right. I think it's probably easier to.
Would
Yeah,
I
but-
know where to secure an audience?
As a noble, you would, but you are no longer a noble.
Yes, but I do have that some may do so.
It would basically be doing
So
the same thing you would do if you were still a noble and hoping it works.
Yeah, so it's just kind of hoping that this guy has heard that I am different from the other Thalos.
Are there any?
I like the other Thalos.
Does
Mhm.
does the
Or if they like the Thalos to be like, oh hey, cool.
does Lord Alkin have like an eligible bachelor looking for a hand in marriage or something?
Are you pulling that card? That'd be funny.
All right, then I will go ahead and try to get an audience and see how that works out for us.
Okay.
Just love the idea. Love the idea of like
you head towards the Castle of Lesor.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy military presence. You're often stopped and questioned a few times. You're like, where are you going? What are you doing? Kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
There
None of your business, none
is
of your business.
a large amount of fortifications being built around the castle. But
Yeah.
eventually you get to the main gate where you can see like some heavily armored guards, about 6 of them guarding the main gate, and as you approach says, hold right there. Who are you? Why do you approach?
I okay, I still have my signet ring at least. I am the former Baroness Nemesis Thallow. I have come to offer my assistance.
What kind of assistance are you referring to, and why are you approaching the castle with this assistance?
Well, we also need some information about a magic circle, but I figured that this was the best place to help out with any war aid you might need.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Okay. Come on.
Hey,
Yeah, fucking
still
hell.
not bad.
Like, a few of them kind of look at each other. We will ask and see what if you are allowed an audience. Stay where we can see you. Do not move. We'll be back momentarily. You watch as 2 of them walk in towards the castle.
I would have led off with us saying that we are in fact a blade hunter group that wish to help out Les.
You think
or-
that they would allow random mercenaries in?
So desperate, aye.
My family certainly wouldn't.
And we have learned that your family is
Yeah. Sorry.
except for your brother.
I don't think that the people in Exeter would just accept random mercenaries either. We got lucky that time.
We could also have let
Even
them
then,
know
she
that,
got in on her title, like recalling it.
and then we could also let them know that we are, in fact, part. Wait, is it
Bless
things
you?
Thank
of
you.
Exeter?
Listen, I'm just hoping that they've heard of the other things that I've done and that I'm not part of my family anymore, rather than thinking it's a Thallow. Oh no.
About 15 minutes after this conversation ends, the gates open, and another armored individual comes out. It's definitely not Lord Osperus, but he just kind of like walks up. So you are the ones that wish to speak with my lord, yes?
Yes, that is so.
And you are the one that Nemesis Fallow, yes? Or
Former.
former Fallow. My apologies, Miss Nemesis, but my lord does not wish to converse with yourself at this moment, as he is currently deciding on where his allegiances will lie with the Fallows hereforth. However, I am the captain of the guard here, Captain Namarius.
Can you say that again?
Captain Namarius.
Namarius. Alright.
I knew that was happening the second you started typing that, Dom.
Alright.
And so, I believe you had questions involving magical circles and work for the army, I assume?
Yes, that is correct.
Well, with me standing here, I'm sure you're aware that any request involving our magical circles is refused outright. But in terms of helping the army, what is it that you wish to aid with?
Well, we I am part of a group of plane hunters, which I know is not the best thing, and usually the military would not take us for assistance. But considering that, and I gesture over to the black smoke, I figure we could help with odd jobs, errands, whatever you need doing. I figure any little bit helps.
Is that so? Just kind of like... It almost looks like he's sizing you up at this point, as he just kind of like looks at you all.
Wait, can I step in and be like, and as proof of our ability to provide aid, I will take out the dragon things.
Kind of reaches over and like takes them from you and looks at them. Very few can claim that they have taken down a dragon, though I'm sure that's common among your plane hunters. However, we are not fighting dragons here. We are fighting beast folk, lizard folk.
With all due respect, sir, I'm very aware. We were at the Grasp a little while ago.
You were?
We even encountered some of the lizard folk. We were also in, what was it, Marlin?
Yeah.
Yes.
We were in Marlin before it was attacked.
You can see like his brows furrowed at this point. You say you're at the Grasp, yes?
Yes, sir.
Did you see Captain Rogan?
Is that... Oh no! Oh no!
Notes!
Oh no!
I didn't know this would be on the test.
We...
Oh.
I'm gonna be...
Why didn't I revise my
Because
graph?
I know I know what Rogan told me. We saw him, but it's not what you would hope for.
So he's dead. Fuck.
What's up, dude?
What about anyone else? Any other survivors from the Grasp or from Captain Rogan's regiment?
Alright. They were in a similar circumstance. I'm intentionally being vague.
He's got a reason to doubt you at this point.
Yeah.
Wishful thinking.
I'm not even sure if they're alive at this point, so...
Very wishful thinking. Just kind of like looks at you all again. Well, how about this for a start? What did you see in the Grasp?
Could we speak somewhere more private? We are standing, like, in the middle of the gate.
Yeah. He just like looks over at the guards. Speak to the Lord, see if he will allow us use of one of his rooms for a few minutes. The two guards run back in. This is the best I can offer on that. In regards to assisting us, I must admit I am a bit lost of how I could make use of so few individuals. If I had a battalion, then I would have a use for you. But you are only 7, 8 people.
Well, I know that we are quite capable, so some things we could be able to handle. But we could always assist you with other members of your army, or we could try to get more people involved.
Recruitment is not a problem. We're getting new recruits daily. I'm sure you can imagine your home being ransacked by beast folk will light a fire under even the laziest of peasants. The only thing that I could offer you to do is to stand guard at the remains of the bridge that separates this part of the continent from Yalmord. It's been completely destroyed in a method to delay the lizard folk. But I don't... Just making an assumption here, you probably do not want to just be standing around with a bunch of people waiting for something to happen.
I think that wouldn't be a good idea in the first place to just sit there. So he wanted information like on the grasp, right?
Yeah, and at this point, like the two guards have came back and they just whisper into his ears. Only that long? Fine. We have access to the main landing area of the castle, though we only have about 10 minutes, so whatever information you have to provide, you will have to be very brief and very quick. He just quickly walks in as they open the gates.
How would you like to know what happened at the grasp?
He sort of like pauses and looks back. There is much I would like to know, and much of what happened to Commander Rogan. But come, we discuss it in here. And he just continues walking into the castle.
Alright, let's go.
Alright.
Onward.
So you all walk in to the main area of the castle. Very quiet, and as you look around like the main hall area, it's rather drab. It's like just some stone pillars. There's not a lot of like fancy art or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of like takes you to the side, still in the main hall area, and just kind of like looks about. So like opens a few of the doors and peeks his head in and before closing them. This is the best that we've got. So tell me as much as you can, as quickly as you can.
Alright, then I am not sure that you know this, but considering how she parades it around, I am of divinity. I still don't quite know myself. And this supplies me with visions of sorts. My friend, Valethir, also has something similar. So, we can tell you what exactly happened at the grasp when Rogan disappeared.
Very well.
Alright. Then, I think just because it's so long ago and, you know, for the sake of brevity, we can recount what we saw in our visions to them.
So even you're one with the whole seeing the crowd of people and such.
I'll tell him. Yeah, I'll tell him.
You're spilling the beans.
I'll be honest. I've held on to it for this long. I'll finally tell him what I saw.
So you finish and he's just kind of like looking disbelief. So you're telling me that in your vision, you saw the grasp destroyed, but you saw Captain Rogan alive with its regiment.
Yes.
You just told me that him and the regiment...
I'm getting to that. Afterwards, I searched for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I found that it was no longer the case.
Damn it.
I don't understand these visions myself, and I'm still working through what everything means. I can't guarantee that they'll be accurate.
But you confirmed that Captain Rogan, you sought his body, yes or no?
I saw him, yes.
Make a deception check. Like, the second you say that, his eyes narrow.
Come on.
He rolled a 4, so it's fine.
Whew.
Apologies. He was just... I had swapped my regiment with his.
Is that so?
Yes, so, excuse me, I'm feeling a little bit crushed with guilt at the moment. I should have been the one that stood on the battlements that day.
He was a good man.
And with his death confirmed, that means I will have to inform his family. It's only right I do it.
I feel so bad because I know the truth.
Still, with what you have told me, it is very clear that this will be a full-scale invasion. I will have to... There's much work to be done with this information, and there is very little time to make use of this information. You said that you are willing to help, yes?
Yes, of course.
Would you be willing to deliver a message to the Queen's General in Jurhan?
In Jurhan?
I am the leading captain of Ledstor. Unfortunately, our general died in the siege of Yalmord, so until a new one is found, I am his replacement. I have to pick up a lot of his responsibilities, but I am not in charge of the Jurhanian military force as a whole. That is looked after by the Queen's General.
Nemesis just has, like, kind of dark look on her face because she knows what's in Jurhan.
If not, that is fine. I can get a runner to do it. I am just of the opinion...
No, I will do so. I will not let my own grievances get in the way of such a thing.
If you have a means to send it faster, then I would be much appreciated. However, we are limited to messengers.
How much time?
As soon as possible.
When do you need it by? All right. How long would it take to get from Exeter to Jurhan?
It would take about 3 to 4 weeks.
3 to 4 weeks?
You'd have to loop through the forest, past Kiamph, then all the way north to Jurhan.
Because I'm just thinking of, like... I mean, it would take even longer if we went straight from Ledstor to Jurhan, especially with all the obstacles that we have.
Yeah.
So what circles do we have? We have Delcross, we have Pterodon's Crossing, I'm pretty
Exeter.
sure. We have
Yeah.
Exeter. We didn't get Olmendow's because we couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are it, right?
Yeah.
If the journey would be too much for you, then what I could potentially ask is you relay the information to any other cities.
I mean, I want to go to Jurhan now. What are you guys all thinking?
I think that's very far away.
Yeah.
That we could do it, but it would be a trip in itself.
I
Yeah.
think it would just take so much longer to, like, for one, relay that information. I mean, we can do that, like, in, like, Exeter and stuff, and then they can spread it throughout, and we can go to Jurahan, but it's gonna take about as long, even if, like, we stayed in Lesdor and then got the information
So
out,
Yep.
it would take even longer.
Yeah.
I don't know who all we've met in terms of people that this sort of information that would be important to. But if Volith has met them and actually is familiar with them, he can cast Sending. And
You haven't met anyone from Jurahan, but you have met people from various other cities,
Yeah, some
including
of the other cities
including
that
the
are, like-
Ronas.
Yep.
yeah, like the military folk, and or the
Is-
you know what I mean, like the people that would find that information useful.
Is Exeter or Ulmendau closer to Jurahan?
Ulmendau is closer to Jurahan
Ulmendau.
because it doesn't loop around as much.
I say Valeth should send a message to Nori and Lord Rona.
Yeah.
So then we have 2 people that can do that.
Yep.
I can do that.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, and I could do that right now if you'd like.
You can do this right. Please do. Is there any limitations at all?
Only 25 words, unfortunately, but if you'd to be completely honest, if we were here for some time, I could do it multiple times over the course of the day, depending on how much time you'd like to spend. I can, probably 6 to 8 castings of the spell potentially.
If we could make sending scrolls, that would also help.
We do not have. Those have all been used up. There are some in the process of being created. No, I'm sure I can. Give me a few minutes.
I have 2.
Give me a few minutes to think of what to say.
Okay.
What time of day is it, Tick?
It's about midday.
The
midday?
true story
Sorry.
about
Sorry.
Rogan and the others is that they essentially went into hiding in, like, the forest near the grass, and they are the spirit.
A guerrilla campaign, aren't they?
Yeah, and they specifically told us to not tell anyone.
Oh yeah, because
But
because the one they saying like it's protected by the ghosts of the grass, but it's actually
yeah, and so but we heard of a thing about how Marlin was attacked, and they were saying, like, the ghosts are gone.
sugar. Okay.
So
Yeah.
we don't know if they're alive or not. I was not expecting to be hit with this question today.
And if that is another thing, if any of that was like out loud to some extent,
I mean, this was out of character, but
that's true. I think that. Because okay, again, out of character. If he's alive, I can just I've also met him, so I can try to cast sending to him,
you could check.
and that would just confirm nor deny his existence, right?
Yeah, you can do that, because we were talking about him before.
So it would literally be just a "if you're alive, let me know" sort of message.
Yeah.
All right. So after a few minutes,
Well, even if just sending goes through.
Namaria's kind of like just like he's been muttering his breath. Very well. Relay the following: recon report from the grasp. Complete destruction of the fortress. Nothing preventing the horde from advancing. Garrison completely eliminated. Relay to the Queen's General, Namarius.
Right on.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I think that like right off the bat, I'll just do here.
So you sending it to Nori and Lord Rona?
I don't want to. Well, I want to see if.
Also, that's what he says.
Yeah, that's what he said. So I think I'll relay that to Lord Rona first.
Plus, if Nori gets that, technically he's met higher ups in Jurhan.
Yep.
That's true. Was that
And Nori
exactly?
has the same thing.
Was that exactly 25 words, Dick?
I believe so. I counted
Damn.
myself. 2,
Yeah,
4,
damn it.
6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25 words exact.
Nice.
Well, actually, yeah, I guess that just has it. So I'll do Nori first then.
Yeah, because Nori can get it like
He'll
fucking right away.
He'll be able to send it to other people too. So I'll send it to Nori first, not Lord Rona.
What's up, you fucking nerd? That's the first part.
Waste a spell slot on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just that's the first part is me just like talking shit to Nori, and then the second part is the actual message.
Any response at the start of it saying, "I know people, Valif, and I know you."
Creepy.
Nice.
No. So you relay the message, and he responds with, "God, I'm gonna have to count my own words on this one now." Shit.
That's right.
Valif? Oh. That's... I've semi-forgotten Northridge's voice. I think it was a bit high-pitched, but whatever.
Yeah, high pitched.
Rather unfortunate. I will do my best to relay that to Jurhan. Also, let Nemesis know that mother and father are livid.
Yeah. Well, he got the message. Nori did. And Nemesis, your parents are livid, apparently.
Oh, really? I can't imagine why.
What is livid?
I'm sorry. Am I missing something here, or?
I recently rescinded my title. It was very public,
It was
and it's very messy.
right. It was yourself. Oh, my condolences. I think.
I did it specifically so that they couldn't ride off of my own accomplishments. So
You just see his eyes like look shift a bit. He says, "You know, I don't think. I think this line of questioning that I am doing is beyond my pay grade. So I'm just going to keep my mouth shut."
that's right, buddy. Don't get involved with the Thalos. It's messy.
Yep.
And then I assume you send. Do you send a message to?
I think after I send that one, I say, I'll. I think I'll telepathically ask Nemesis. I'll say, "Now, would you like me to check on the? What was his title? The
general.
The general? Was he general? Yeah.
Here comes the general.
General.
Well, Rogan was a captain.
Oh,
Captain Rogan. Would you like me to check on Captain Rogan? I can confirm or deny whether or not he is, in fact, gone.
Let's do that after we leave here. I don't want him essentially reading into us.
Very well. Then I'll just send it to the same message to Lord Rona.
To Roland Rona. Okay.
Roland.
So you so there's a brief pause. You sound familiar.
Who are you?
There's a brief pause. Very well. If this came from the Marius, I will inform Tiberius of this. Who are you? And that's the end of the spell.
That's the end. Yeah. Well, Lord Rona seemed slightly confused as to who I am, but it did seem he received the message and believes it's from you, Nemarius. So.
Oh, have you not seen Lord Rona recently?
I think it's been like a little bit of time at least.
Yeah, it's been a good couple of months.
It's been a couple of months.
Yeah, and it's like, well, it's been some time, but I wasn't
It's not like you really to him either.
Yeah, I wasn't
No.
in direct conversation with him for very much time.
Oh.
I
mean, he's probably been under a lot of stress, what with the incident that happened a few months ago where her daughter was kidnapped. I imagine that
Yeah.
has put a bit of a strain on him.
Trust me, we're aware. We have our hands in a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can.
That sounds really ominous.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I was gonna. See, Valith wasn't gonna be ominous right now. He was gonna say like.
Valor
like,
is the ominous one. You guys are just out
Honestly,
on
You guys
Valor.
were being
Valor.
ominous. He was gonna be like, well, it's like whoever saved him must be heroes or something like that. Like, just be really vague about it. Like, not say that it's us, but be like, it was. Like, it's good that he got her back.
I bet whoever saved her was some super buff Goliath in his friends.
Yeah.
I'm
If that is the
glad she's
case,
safe, though.
if you are
Yes.
if you are still willing to help the Jahani military, you've already done what I've requested of you, so he like reaches into his back pouch and quickly hands some gold. It's only small now. It's only like 75 gold in there.
Okay.
So we'll consider that payment for a job well done.
How many people are here? 7?
Yeah.
7.
And the 75 gold in that.
All right. All of us get 10 gold, and one gets 11.
Do we
I'm
roll
not
to
taking
find out who
that.
gets
I was gonna
that
say
one?
you get to take the
Actually,
11
5
gold,
would be good.
Nemesis.
No, it'll make it uneven.
Well, no, it would be everyone gets 10 gold, someone gets 15 gold. It's 75 gold
Yeah.
that's in there, I think.
Oh, okay.
Because there is 7
Still,
of
do you-
it would
them.
make
do you
it
want-
uneven.
Should we
So
all roll for it then?
I don't care.
5 for
whoever
the
gets
5
the
gold.
highest in a 20.
Okay.
Like a bar.
Chothnar.
Yeah.
Hey. Okay.
And I assume you do not want to just be standing around waiting for any of the soldiers to come to you with work, yes? You prefer to keep doing what you are doing and occasionally get work from us?
Either way, if you need our assistance, we are available.
Mm-hmm.
Just like reaches into his pouch again and pulls out a small orb. It looks similar to the signal orb. This is what we give to sellswords that we can trust. He just hands it to a Nemesis.
All right.
So, that orb, basically, if we send out messenger pigeons or messenger hawks, they will be attracted to the... apologies, I'm not very familiar with the arcane work, but it sends out like a signal that they can follow.
Okay.
So if we send out
what
hawks with
should I
work...
call this?
So it's a homing signal.
Military signal orb.
Yeah,
Is it similar to the plane hunters?
I'm
beacon
not
that
too,
we have?
I'm not too sure. I am not a
I-
plane
I-
hunter.
I'll just like look at it. I don't know.
Just take out the signal orbs and compare.
Like I don't have it, so I say that out loud. But
I mean, how
don't
do these plane hunter signal orbs work?
Well, we have the signal orb itself, and then we have
Have a tail.
small breakable orbs of sorts that when you break them, they send out almost an alarm.
And you compare the two. The military signaling orb is like the same size as the breakable one, except whereas that one is as the plane hunter one is clear, this one is like it's got like a slight dark sheen to it.
Okay.
I would not break our signal orbs. They will stop working if you break them.
That makes sense. So it's more of like a homing beacon of sorts.
Yes, I
Alright,
suppose the particular pigeons and hawks that we send out have a little collar, and that sort of directs them towards people that we may be willing to offer work.
Do you have one of these collars?
We have spares, but they're for military use only.
Very well. We just have a bird of our own.
if you're willing to donate this bird to the military, we can do that. But
Well,
Aw.
she's not really a bird. Sometimes she's a bat. Sometimes she's a spider.
I think
excuse me, what?
we mean Archimedes.
Yeah. And I'm not giving away
Well,
Archimedes.
Volith looks sad.
Yeah, unfortunately, Archimedes is kind of special. It's a remembrance of a fallen friend.
He's special in several ways.
Then, if that is
Wow,
if that
fucking
is
roasted
if that is the
Archimedes.
case, then I would refuse it outright.
All right, then I suppose we will wait for you to come to us with this.
I cannot promise that I will have work for you soon. After all, and just sort of like even though there's no window, he like beckons in the direction of where Yalmord is. Given how that siege is going, Yalmord is falling, but it's still putting up a good fight. So, just kind of shrugs.
May we ask for one more thing?
I cannot promise.
I was more just thinking about the curfew that is in place here. Since we are sellswords, we often go out of town and then return, and we can't really control the time. I believe that I would need a permission of some sort.
Make persuasion check with advantage.
Okay.
Where are your current lodgings at the moment?
What is the inn name?
The
Called the
stars.
fucking
The
fancy
sky,
pants.
distant stars.
Yeah,
Distant
distant
stars.
stars.
All right. I'll use that since you guys are there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sweet.
Very well. Pulls out a bit of parchment. If you could please write your names on the parchment, I will ensure that we can get letters of permission written up for each and every one of you. Do not.
Oh my god, I can use my real name for things now.
Yay.
And just hands it.
Well, first name, not last name.
Yeah.
He just kind of like pause on that one. For the sake of making it simpler, I know that you have given up your title, but just to ensure that we have a full accurate record, if you can use your, I guess, former last name. Unless you have a new one?
Not yet. I'm still figuring that out.
Then use your former one, and when you think of a new one, just send a message back. If we have any work, you can send a letter back to with the messenger pigeon or messenger hurk. So
All right.
just go with your.
Them just kind of looks like sad almost. And she has to like write down this name. She used to be so proud of it too.
And you do, and as you like finish writing down, you do see like quickly like right next to it, like a little note next to it saying,
No, I thought
"Is
it was
no
nice.
is no longer a member of this family. Name
Yeah.
used for record purposes."
Don't you need a new Yeah. Yeah.
Very well. And you sort of like looks over everyone's shoulder, and you turn around, you can see there's like two guards there that are just like standing there looking impatient. And it appears that we are out of time for our conversation. Very well, I will get these written up as soon as possible.
Yep.
I will just ask you not to leave the city tonight, and I should be able to get these written up and authorized by the end of the day.
I don't know.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for answering the thing that I feared the most.
I feel so bad.
You are very quickly
Yeah.
escorted out.
Oh my god.
You could have told him and then said keep it a secret, mate.
Rogan specifically said not to tell anyone.
Okay.
I am
We
keeping
could have
like
trusted
his
people,
wish.
but we don't do that.
We don't do that here. Listen, Ned made a promise, and she's keeping it.
Okay, fair.
We haven't even really been betrayed, but I don't think we want.
All
No,
right.
we read about betrayal in a book. It doesn't sound fun.
Exactly.
Nemesis
Well-
felt cold betrayal of a mother.
so are we like heading out from here then? We're
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. On the way out, then. So, do we want to go speak to Madame Melody then, and perhaps see if she has a teleportation circle or the methods of casting one?
If we could see.
Because
yes.
if she could cast teleportation circle for us, then we could return immediately from Delcross.
Indeed,
Um,
and I could also ask to see what sort of ancient information she too may have, and if she would allow me to.
I
read
have
it.
some questions for her about that as well, actually. So
All right. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that we want to do in the city here right now. I don't think that there is for me.
Oh,
apart from doing things that are inevitably going to get us in trouble, I don't think there's anything.
Yeah, I know that.
It's like I could
Fortune-
make some action happen, but
Fortune wanted to go and fuck with the guards. I guess I'm going to have to go with her so that she doesn't get arrested, but
I didn't want to fuck with the guards. I wanted to
Just
see the
them-
guards.
just then goes, "You can't arrest my girlfriend. Do you know who I am?" No, and then you both end up in prison.
yeah, just no, and then the like, the sound of the gates, the
yeah.
prison bars
You
being
know
closed,
who
and they're
I
just
am?
like they're just in the holding cell.
Do you know who
Okay,
I
so
am?
I
Yeah,
guess.
you're not a noble anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're fucking no
I
one
can't
now.
say that anymore. God, so sad. But I guess you guys can go to Madame Melody's if Fortune really wants to look, quote unquote, at the guards.
We can do both.
This
We
really
could
reminds me
Guard.
of Black Friday, where it's like, oh, I don't believe that you're just going to look at them.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we can technically do both. Just what time of day is it?
Still early afternoon.
Yep.
Still early afternoon. All right, yeah, then that's fine.
Yep.
Let's go meet
So,
Madame Melody, this poor woman that is being attacked by adventurers.
All right, so
Yeah, I'm sure she'll be extremely happy to see me again. Did any of you guys go speak to her before either? I don't
I
know.
did not.
I didn't.
Okay, we just knew that she was there. Okay,
you're
so
the one.
I'm
You're the
only
one that's
that
leading
she's-
them there.
I
Excellent.
don't even know her
Perfect.
description because I was BRB when it happened.
Yep.
Perfect.
So
just-
you
Later that day, show up with a bunch of weirdos.
Yeah, so you
Hello.
you lead the way back to Madame Melody's abode. Knock on the door, and it opens again, and you can see her, and she just says, "Oh, you again."
Hello. Yes. I think me and my friends have some questions, if that's all right.
What kind of questions, dear?
Maybe come in first of all.
Just kind of looks at you all. You're asking a poor old lady to let 8 armed people in? No, give me your questions now, and I'll decide on if I will invite you in or not.
Very well. We are. This is the God's Headache. We're plain hunter adventurers, and we were curious if perhaps you had a teleportation circle, as you are known to be quite an arch mage yourself.
The god's headache, you
However-
say?
Yes.
Kimpany never shuts up about you lot, you know.
Oh,
Is that
Well,
so?
I'm glad. I think Mullet, his like big dumb smile just kind of gets bigger and dumber.
Talks about it?
It's like, then, is that a good thing? May we come in now?
To answer your question about teleportation circles, I do not have one. I use a eminently riskier spell, but it doesn't require as much setup.
Is that so?
Yes.
spell may you be talking about?
It is called
This is
teleport.
Delson.
Ah, yes. That is far beyond my
She's just
ability.
like, what the fuck do you think?
Idiot.
It is called teleport. I teleport to a location without a teleportation circle.
It's like, I can travel to places relatively quickly. It's called riding a fucking horse.
And yes, Kimberly does speak a lot about you, of how you are a wacky bunch of individuals, one of which assaulted his apprentice. Just
We
kind
all
of like,
look at Fortune.
Mm-hmm.
oh, it was you, good.
Fortune is looking away.
It was you, good. Keep your distance from me. And he does mention how you are good for business for him. And that you are on as an honorary member of the Exeter Council. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. I didn't know that he was aware of that.
Well, he is on the council himself.
Ah. Wait. They trust him?
To be honest, I question that myself. But
We
yes,
all-
he is the Archmage of Exeter, so it only seems right that he would be on the council.
I heard that you were similar to an archmage here, but it isn't official.
I am probably the most skilled in the arcane arts here. I studied it as a hobby.
A hobby?
Well, I suppose it's a hobby when your parents try to force you into a profession that you're not interested in.
That is fair.
Anyway, is that all? Is that your only questions?
No, I have some other things, if that's all right.
Go on.
Is this have any interest to you in terms of knowledge? And I'll just like reach into my bag of holding and pull out the ancient orb.
You see her
Just
eyes
trust
just widen.
Could you return my bag of holding, please, too?
Oh, yes, here. And then I'll just start to like pull a bunch of crap out of it that's mine. That I'll put back on my person instead of.
Where did you get that from?
Actually, yeah, I'll do all of that, and
So, you're... Apologies. You're referring to the orb, yes?
yes.
I think you better come in. Don't touch anything. I know where everything is placed here, and if I find even the slightest thing missing, I know your faces.
Somebody tie Fortune's hands together, please. No, that
Fortune
was a
just
joke.
holds Nemesis's hand. There.
Fair enough.
Death grip.
But she's already got one. She's got one free, so she
Excellent.
can still
She
things.
just kind of looks over her shoulder. Zant! You see the little imp that you saw previously come down.
Twilight usurper.
Yeah, what's up? Make sure these lot don't do anything stupid while we're heading to the tower. Alright. He's like perches like gargoyle style on the table, just watching you all.
What does he look like?
Spell that name.
He's an imp. Zant. Z-A-N-T.
Okay.
Sugar cube.
Alright, and so she just escorts you towards the tower. Those of you in the back, you do hear like the flutter of wings as Zant just starts like hovering behind you all. Just you're led up to the top of the tower. You can see there's several bookshelves, and it almost looks like a teleportation circle, but it seems to be like it has different arcane runes and such on it. You see a desk that's sort of like shoved up against between two of the bookshelves and everything, and several chairs and a table. Hello, sit.
You shall sit.
Yep.
So, this orb. Can I see it?
Yes, of course.
Right, she reaches forward and takes it up. She does frown a bit as she like takes a hold of it, and the slight pulling sensation, she seems to feel a slight pulling sensation. Okay, I've never seen anything like this before. I can tell you this right off the bat. Where did you find this?
Honestly, you have to just
Wait,
spark my memory.
It's not the Celestine core we saw.
No,
No, it was.
no, that
we
was
found
from
it
the temple place, right? Yeah,
in Elmendale.
Yeah, that was like
I love
that.
how this
Yes.
is turning into like a quiz.
It is really at this
I
point.
know,
It's
right?
just a quiz. It's like
It's the one
it's
that.
where,
it-
what
Test your
happened, where
adventurer's
things,
knowledge.
what's
Have
going
you been
on.
taking your notes?
Yeah.
It's
Who are
the black
you?
hole one that Nori couldn't figure out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did we leave that there with him?
Nope. No, I have it.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Just
Let me
like
just see.
She just kind of like taps it a few times. She puts her hand on it. Her fingers click, and she does what Valif will recognize because he knows the spell is Identify spell. You just uses it once. She pauses, frowns, and she does it like 3 more times. And you see like each time she's getting more and more frustrated.
Nope.
Yeah, this was in the cave with the cave dragon.
Yep.
and
Yes, it
stuff.
was.
Behind that, there was a facility that the wardens were using, and then in there, it was all like fucked up in there, and
A
there
lot
was
of dead wardens. Yeah.
a containment room, large main containment vat in the center, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
A glowing orb that seemed to suck all that is near it into it, and another big cave in it.
Seems
Yeah,
like
so
a
it was
fun
in
alternate.
it was in there. I'll just tell her it was in a facility we were clearing out.
Well, this is a extremely resilient sphere. The glass itself is reinforced several times with arcane magic. So much so that you just watch as she like picks it up and just throws it as hard as she can at the floor. You watch it just like ding, 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 ding. I don't know how they make it that powerful, but picks it up, put it back on. Its essence, however, is the thing that's eluding me. Have you been doing anything with it yourself while you've had it, or?
Some crazy shit happening right now.
Uno momento, tick.
Okay.
You know who she reminds me of?
Okay.
Whom?
Arlene.
I have peered into it to an extent, and it's filled me with a sort of bravery and courage, almost. For the next day, nearly, it's very rarely frightened. I feel stronger, more resistant to ailments and that sort of thing.
Could you try it again? Just so that I can observe.
Yes, sure. And I'll try to venture within the orb.
Oh boy, let me get the details of this thing. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it will do something different because there's a 1 next to the one that I have right now.
Okay,
That's
go
first.
ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, wisdom saving throw.
13.
A
Okay, go ahead and roll a d4 for me.
1d4 / R 1d4 enter.
Great.
3.
Okay, so you kind of lose yourself into the orb for a few seconds. You just, like, when you, like, it's almost like your vision darkens and then you're just in, like, this white, misty area. And you sort of, like, you begin almost swimming. And you start feeling something just begin to tug at you. You start swimming harder and you reach out, like, trying to get free. And then you feel something grasp your arm and pull you out. And your vision returns to you. You're still sitting there just looking at the orb. But, like, you can still feel whatever it is that was grasping onto your forearm, like, still grasping a hold of it.
Mm-hmm. I'll like stare at my arm a little bit.
Do you feel anything different?
Not sort of. My arm feels strange, but it feels like it's
in-
being clung to. Something is holding me and when I was gone there for a moment, it felt like it reached out to me and pulled me.
Yeah. And you can sort of
It's
feel
still there.
you can feel the sensation start going up for your arm and such. It's almost like a cooling gel almost on your body
Yeah.
and such.
Yeah. It's like when you get an IV of like really cold saline, and then
Yeah.
you can feel it go up your entire arm.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Okay, I'm back.
Interesting. And do I feel like, apart from that tick, does anything happen? Like just wave my arm around? Or...
Once your arm, once like it goes through the entire body, it almost feels like you got something like, it almost feels like you got like a light padding on you, almost.
Huh. Strange.
Anything else?
Well, I feel like softer, perhaps? I'm not sure how to describe it.
I'm just gonna do an Arcana check on that. Ooh, that's actually a good roll. I have a theory. Are you willing to let me test this theory?
Yes, go ahead.
Very well. Don't move. And she's gonna cast a firebolt at you.
Okay.
Wait,
Are we all in the room
wait,
still?
We're
Yes.
all in the room.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you just watch as she just like points at you, and you just see the firebolt go through.
Oh, fire bolt.
Yeah,
Bolt.
not
tick.
fireball,
Okay, thank you.
firebolt.
Oh my god.
Your accent nearly killed me.
No, firebolt.
Yeah, no, she shoots a
nine
firebolt at me.
hells?
So as it's sort of like flying, as you see the firebolt heading towards you, you can feel like the covering sort of like tug at you, but it like feels like it's being held by your own force of will. Do you let go of it?
Yes.
All right. So you all watch as the firebolt kind of like freeze about half an inch and fizzle out. And you, Valif, now feel like the presence again, but it's a lot weaker. Interesting.
What sort of magic is this?
It's a theory, but I have a unique ability of sensing, shall we say, arcane essence. And though I can't pin it down, there is something that is wrapped around you.
Well, it like lifts his arms and looks at himself.
No, don't worry. It appears to be almost symbiotic. It's clinging to you, and it appears it's trying to protect you.
Well, that's kind of it.
Hmm.
Am I doing anything for it?
I don't know.
Well, as long as I feel fine, so.
Oh, that's good. I will update the
The thing.
I will update the thing for you.
Neat.
Yay.
I still only have you, like, the one that can see it, unless you want me to share it with everyone else.
Nope.
Nope.
I can see it.
Okay, there we go.
That's really insane. That's awesome. Neat.
And can you do this? Can you look into it multiple times, or have you not tried that?
I have not tried. I could try again, I guess, and I'll just try to do it again. I'm trying to go.
Okay. Another wisdom
Go
saving
on
throw.
a magic carpet ride. Oof. There's the one.
Okay. All right. So,
Perfect.
Val, if your vision goes dark, you're once again, like, swimming through this misty area. And then you start feeling yourself being tugged deeper in. You keep swimming and swimming, but you're being just sucked further and further in. And then even in that area, your vision goes dark. The rest of you watch as Valif slumps over.
Oh, not good.
Nice.
Okay, that's not... Just kind of like she just very quickly like runs over and just like begins to check. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Just you watch as he like takes a pulse. Okay, his pulse is still there.
Oh my god.
Lifts his head
Excellent.
up.
I like that this is happening. It makes
Like
me
lifts
so
his breath,
happy.
puts her ear to his mouth. Still breathing. And like lifts up your eyelids, and it's like it's one of those like the lights are on but no one's at home kind of deal. That's, huh?
I have a
I
feeling that we shouldn't have messed with it.
just kind of takes a look
I
at
have to go do something, Tick. So if I don't know how long this is going to last, but if it's going to last a bit of time, I'm going to just go and let everybody else deal with the chaos of me being whatever's happening.
it. Go. I'll quickly mention to you privately like how long it's gonna be.
Sure.
Yep.
Sure.
So and you can be your own judgment.
I'll
on
make
that.
a call. Yeah.
Yeah. So let me just pull up the details on it. Okay. Got it. It will last. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There we go. There we go.
Awesome. That's amazing. Okay, I'll be back.
And I will update it. I will update the sheet.
Oh
for you.
no.
Okay.
That's the worst response he could have had.
All right. So, Madam Ellie's just kind of sitting there. You can see her face is slightly white. So, the good news is your friend is alive. The bad news is he is unresponsive.
Oh no.
What?
Should I try dispelling
happened?
this? Just try dispelling this orb. Or would that
Give
cause
it-
issues?
I'll do it. This is because of me trying to experiment too much. You cast a spell magic. Nothing happens. Shit.
What specifically happened to him? Do you know?
I asked him to look into... You were here. I asked him to look into the orb. Something came out. It looked like something was good. I asked him to look in again. This happened.
I understand that. I was just hoping that you had some sort of insight to
You're-
what
You're,
could
a-
do this.
you're asking me about an ancient orb that I know nothing about outside of today.
You're the all-powerful mage, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I am the most arcane adept person here. But here's the thing. There's a lot of stuff in this world that we don't fucking know.
Well, it isn't crazy for me to assume that you might have some sort of insight or correlation. What?
Never see.
Okay.
Should I try to contact his patron? As much. as
No, we are not contacting any strange dream creatures. You yourself made a promise to me.
I know.
Right.
Let's just
But it's
try
not
and figure this out without that.
Yeah, let's just... Right.
Everyone panic.
So,
Look,
at the very least, this proves another theory about this. That this thing is not a safe item.
Okay.
So it appears that it will grant boons to somebody, but it clearly with this, it also can invoke curses or something.
Curses, right.
So, and keep in mind this is how I do things, probably not how they do in the academy, but, so the first thing is, one, we need to ask ourselves, is this permanent? If it is permanent, then that is very bad. If that is temporary, then that is fine. Ish. The second one is there a way to replicate it, or is there a cause of it? Could him looking into it multiple times have caused that, or could it have been a simple fact that he had a chance of getting it or not?
Okay. If it is a curse, per se, could you technically perhaps identify it? Maybe it's something in common knowledge, despite the origins of it?
She quickly, like, heads over to one of the bookshelves and pulls out one of her books. I'm just thinking if there actually is a spell for identifying curses. Because I don't think Identify lets you do that.
Because identify specifically like objects.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like what the fuck is it's more what the fuck thing than
I believe
fuck
that you can use Identify to like tell if there's a magical effect on someone, and it'll identify what it is. I think.
You
That
choose
might be
one
detect
object that you
magic
must
on them.
touch through the casting of the spell. If it is a magic item or some magic imbued of it, you learn the properties. You learn whether the spells any spells are affecting them, infecting the item, and what they are. If it was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it instead of the touch. Yada yada yada. But the thing is, as well, with curses, that curses can vaguely identify spell.
Yeah.
Case
Okay,
in
hold
point,
on.
the
Let
priest's
me look at my thing real quick because I might have an idea. Do okay, I can bestow a curse.
Yeah, I don't.
I can't. Could I try to do maybe lay on hands and see if it's similar to like a poison or disease that the curse gave him, or
All right, you put your hands on. You pump in 5 of your points to try and dispel it. Nothing.
okay, so it's not a disease or poison.
Nope.
Okay.
So see, man and Melody just deep in thought.
Yeah, we're all kind of like panicking internally.
Melanie, would you mind if I browsed your books to see if there's any description of something like this in them?
Yes, of course.
I shall investigate the books.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Damn
9.
it.
Most of the stuff is just regular arcane study. There's not much about ancient orbs found in facilities.
Okay. I have a slight idea, but I'm not sure if it would work, just because I'm not sure if he would answer me.
Go ahead and make and ask it.
I would like to try and contact Roshan,
Who?
which I think this is the first time that we're using his name. My guide.
Ah,
What the heck's a Roshan?
yeah. It's been that's why I was just there like who? It's like
It's
right.
the very first time that we're using his name.
All right. Make a wisdom check for me.
A wisdom check. All right. Oh, nem.
You're still like
Nem.
you've never tried to call out to your guide before, and so as you try, you just kind of mentally yell out into the void.
The void. Maybe that weird fucking dream monster will come and get me.
You just kind of like into the excess of your mind, you just yell out. No response.
Well, this is probably not gonna work, but can I pray to the Platinum Dragon for help?
Sure.
I mean, mine was reasonable, and then,
You use pray on a god that is currently behind the divine barrier. Alright. So at this point, my Melody's still thinking, it's like, right. The very first thing that we need to do then is see if it's permanent. Since
Okay.
spells haven't seemed to have roused him, the only thing we can do is wait.
I suppose we can wait and see. However, he does have a familiar out right now. Would this affect it?
Kind of like looks over at the at Akasha, and she's just kind of there, just looking.
Yeah, does she look okay? Like,
Yeah, she seems
is
fine.
there anything new about her?
No, she seems fine.
While they're doing this, is the orb still out?
Yes.
I swear to God, if you touch that orb, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
I would like to try and stare into the orb.
No, I'm immediately gonna try and cover her eyes.
I just have plain red eyes. Y'all don't know where I'm looking at any point in time.
I'm pretty sure that I can tell if you're staring intensely at the magical orb that just put Veles in a coma.
Yep.
I'm gonna say both of you roll an initiative check to see which one to see if you're
For
able to
fuck's
react fast
sake,
enough.
she has like 5
Yeah.
dexterity.
And who's gonna win that one? Exactly.
Fuck! I knew it!
Fortune, make a wisdom saving throw.
Ah!
God damn it.
Roll a d4 for me.
Oh my god.
Oh
And
no.
this is how Fortune dies. Yep,
Okay.
there it goes.
Fortune, your vision darkens and you find yourself in a sort of foggy, inky expanse. You feel yourself being dragged deeper. You try and swim upwards, but your vision too goes dark and you fall unconscious. The rest of you watch as Fortune just sort of like leans forward and hits the ground. What?
Is she still holding Nemesi's hand?
Nemesis, you feel her Fortune's grip go lax.
Okay, can we all stop looking at the orb?
Yeah, I'm immediately shoving it into the bag of holding.
Okay.
I swear to God, if anyone else looks at it, like, you're all dead to me.
I'm just
But great, Fortune is now cursed, unconscious. We don't know for how long. Is she actually alive? That's a good point. I'm
Melody,
gonna check.
Yeah, she does have a pulse. Her pulse is normal. And, like, you put your ear to her mouth and she is breathing normally. It's just
I want to strangle Fortune myself. Like... I'm okay. I'm gonna go and get a snack because I am. I have a lot of feelings about that.
In
So-
character or out of character?
Yes.
So I'm with my buddy right now, my roommate, and he's very disappointed in us right now.
I am actually going to go and get something because what the fuck was that?
You both rolled a natural one. You're both in the same situation.
That was the dumbest shit ever. I need to.
We still got an hour
I'm
and
gonna
10
go
minutes
get
of
a
the
drink.
session.
We've got 2 unconscious people. We have no idea how to fix them.
I am just going to fruitlessly and quietly play my counter charm song in the background as all this is happening.
You can see Melody now is just sort of like sitting, looking very distraught.
Yep.
I'm
I'm
say,
gonna go grab something to drink.
Okay.
Melody, you're gonna happen to have rooms upstairs, do you?
Nope. But
I think
I
you're the
think-
closest thing we have to an archmage here. If these people come around by some sort of magic means, it's best if they're in your care, okay?
You're right. I'll keep an eye on them. I will let you know when they are awake.
I'll stay behind and try and help. Of us left, I'm the most arcane inclined.
Is there like
to you?
Is there like somewhere we could like some blankets or like some straw somewhere we could put these people like in here somewhere?
I have to. Zant, yeah, go get some blankets and just. Zant just pauses. All right, and just floats down. Zant will get what I need. All we can do is wait.
Yes. True.
And you have no idea how long it's going to take.
None. This is that orb is something ancient. Something that could have been millennia ago.
And I don't suppose you have any books that relate to the time of the dark.
I keep telling you, I study magic as a hobby.
That's understandable.
Wait. You see your eyes sort of like light up with like arc energy. Kimberly, how soon can you get over here to Lesdor? I need you urgently. It's important. Few seconds.
Oh, yeah.
The life of every single lesbian.
Kimberly's on its way. He'll be here in an hour.
Of course.
You think he'll have any idea what this fucking thing is?
No, but as an actual archmage, he'll probably know more than I do.
She's right about that, you know.
All we can do now is wait.
Does your little imp need any help with the blankets or anything?
He's a lot stronger than he looks.
Okay.
So, you all just wait an hour. You can see Melody, like, occasionally just, like, looks out over her window. That looks down to, towards her door. Eventually, about an hour and 10 minutes later. Oh, gods, he's here. Thank goodness. She quickly runs down towards the front door. About 5 minutes later, you hear some footsteps coming up, and Melody like runs back up and says, "Yes, they're right here." And you can see, kind of with an odd spring in his step, you can see the tattered robes of Kimberly. So, like, as he pokes her up, "Hey, oh, hi."
Hello.
Too long.
Anthony.
What? I know you. You're
God's headache.
God's headache. Yes. You're the ones. So, what? Is he think? Kimberly, they looked into I was stupid. I asked them to basically be test subjects in an experiment, and it's gone wrong. Can you, for the love of the gods, please have a look at it? Yes. And at this point in that hour, they have like been, like laid onto their backs and have just been like put onto, some blankets and such. Okay. You just see as he like, examines them, like checking the pulse and such. He does kind of like he being a bit crazy, like he almost like sticks his ear fully into their mouth, for example. I need to do that, Eve. It's like, and at one point you see like he like lifts up Fortune slightly and just looks into her ear. It's like, yeah, but... So, you ever did this?
We do, but we don't recommend you looking at it.
Oh, it's fine. I've looked at worse.
We don't want you getting
Please.
caught in your too.
Please. Please happen.
Oh, fine. Just let me see it.
Fine. I will reluctantly pull out the orb.
Oh,
He is, like, he's obviously not doing the same thing that Valve and Fortune did, but he is very intently staring at it as he's like, he's going to say, you see, like, he puts his eye, like, right up to the glass, you're like, when he's trying to really hard to see in something.
so this is what's in it, yeah? Yes, no? This to it?
What are you
Right.
saying?
Looking deep into it.
Ooh, that's good, he succeeded.
Yay!
You see, sort of, like, nearly topples forward, he's like,
Oh, so that's what they go through.
What?
Oh, I just had a quick look inside. That's all. Nothing big.
Oh god. What the?
I might have something for this. Not those two.
just points to Valve and such.
Wait, what do you mean by not that?
Well, I don't think I can do anything about that, but I could.
So they're never gonna wake up then?
Oh, no. I think I might. Ooh, I have an idea. But, I have part of it. But,
You can just see he's just more pretty much grunting and everything.
there might be a way.
Oh,
You see he like almost freezes in place as he's just thinking this through. And I'm totally not stalling because I'm trying to get part of the name here, which isn't on here for some reason. Ah, there we go.
Ha! I got it! Brev!
Madam Melody just kind of looks at. Yes, what?
Do you have 250 gold worth of incense, maybe?
I do. Why?
Well, could I borrow it?
Yes, of course. And she quickly runs down.
That's a lie. She's not gonna get back.
About 2 or 3 minutes later, she comes back up with a lot of incense.
Okay, so
Like pulls into his cloak and pulls out 4 strips of ivory, and he just places it around the orb, and then begins to just coat it with incense. Madam Ellie speaks up. I don't think that's the way you.
shh. The Archmage is working.
At this point, the orb is just covered in this incense, and the table is a mess.
I'm still just playing my counter charm song in worry.
Here we go.
And he is going to cast Legend Lore, because he has that. So he just kind of freezes again for a couple of minutes. So he begins to wobble a bit. You see he gets a bit of a bored look on his face part of the way through.
Oh, here we go. Finished. Right. So, this spell didn't work exactly as I hoped it would. But the good news is that I know how long it's going to be before those two wake up.
Right, what?
24 hours!
What?
Yeah, it could be worse.
It could be
They're
worse.
waking up.
Yes. But if their bodies go before 24 hours, then you've lost them.
If they're what?
So, you know how we have these bodies, yeah? And we have
Yes.
souls, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
If you don't have a body, the soul can't come back, and he's lost in the orb forever.
Do we need to do something to preserve the bodies?
Just don't let them be destroyed in 24 hours. So what I was able to find out is that something in this orb doesn't like things going in it. But it also rewards those that are strong enough to resist it. So what I think happened is when I went in, they thought I was an easy pick. I got out, I got a reward for it. These two looked in, and it didn't go so well.
All right, I'm back.
What did it give you then?
Oh, well, I had to use a spell to get here, but it feels like I never used it.
Before you ask, Peach, yes, Kimberly's here now.
Yeah, I was told.
So that's the good news. The bad news is that's about all I got.
What about the state of their bodies? Will they degenerate?
No. And even then, it's only 24 hours.
Dom just told me 84 hours.
No, 24.
I may have misheard. I cannot understand the
That would be extreme.
No, it's 24 hours.
So
Alright,
long
then.
as you don't atomize their bodies in 24 hours, they should be back.
Can I hit them?
I wouldn't recommend it, but sure.
Nemesis just takes one look at Fortune's body.
If you want my advice, wait until they're back in the bodies. Don't
Where
actually feel
are
it.
they?
They're in the orb.
Those are
They're in the orb.
Yes. You weren't paying attention,
No.
were you?
I think I was more in shock about how my horrible, selfish, not girlfriend
You're the
essentially
girlfriend?
just threw her life away.
No. So here's what happens, right? So you look into the orb. Don't do it, but you look into the orb, and it basically puts a test of strength for you, like for your strength of your soul. And if you're too weak, then something bad happens to you. This, I think, might be the worst one. But if you do good, then it rewards you with something. However, from what it felt like, the more you try before a certain amount of time, the harder it is.
Good to know. How am I supposed to explain this to her parents?
it's,
Sleepover?
Wait, this
Does never know what a sleepover is.
I am sure that she's attended socials with other women.
Okay.
Yes, but did she spend the night or look at their bedroom, decide it's not up to her standards, and leave?
In some cases, yes.
For what it's worth, I can speak to her parents that the fault is partially mine.
this
Mostly
is,
mine.
I can't even go back there today. I don't.
Unfortunately, it's sounding like this orb it has some sort of animancy in it.
Oh, yes, animacy. Yes, didn't think about that one. No one really looks into that anymore. Well, there's one person, but no one cares about her.
You know what?
Huh?
why don't you two keep the orb here, away from these people? You can do whatever research you want, and that is the only way that I can assure myself that this will not happen again.
Amelia constantly writes hands up. Oh no, I'm not holding on to this thing. No, thank you.
Oh, I'll take it.
Here, Kimbany. I'll give him the orb. You guys can't be trusted with it.
Yeah, looks into it for you. See his face so like ghost like.
I'm just kidding.
Just puts it into a bag.
We will be expecting some information on it, if that's okay.
If that's all you want, then sure.
I am sure that if Veleth wants it back, he can get it back. For now, I want it out of their sight.
Okay.
Also,
It's not here, Pete. Nothing. Ooh.
also, Kimberly, you might be interested in where we found it.
Oh.
Have you heard rumors about ancient, like thousands of years old facilities being found deep underground?
I heard about something in Platinum Hole.
Well, we stumbled across a very similar place in Almondow, deep in the mines there. And it was full of a cave dragon that we killed. And on a pedestal, with an unknown purpose, possibly powering the place, we found that.
Really now?
Aye.
See his eyes like up with Arcane magic.
Carl, I'm going to be a bit longer. Just, I don't know, look after the shop or something. I'm sure you
We're
don't
going to
mind.
Almondow.
Yes.
Well, you need help.
No, I'm fine. I just ask the follows.
Okay, the mines are quite dangerous, especially if you're going alone.
Ask for Norium.
Norium, I think I might have met him once.
He's
Might have.
a big fan of yours.
Oh, well, I will, sure to make sure that he, what's the word? I hope I meet his expectations.
Considering Nori has a little bit of that, like, mad scientist in him, too, I imagine that they'll get on very well.
Alright, so, that's for Norium follow. I can use the teleportation circle. Melody, I'm using your tower for a teleportation circle. Is that fine?
Yes, that's fine. And where does for this lady's parents live? I feel I should be the one to break the news to them.
I'll go ahead and give her an address. I need lots and lots of liquor.
You trying to drink? Bag for you. Gives you a hell of a headache, too.
I typically don't, but I think today warrants it.
To our place.
If you want strong stuff, then either the Gambler's Drink or Tall Calls. Distant Stars has mild stuff because of its upper establishment.
I'm gonna go to the fucking gambler's place.
Alright.
There's drinking involved, so I'll go with her.
Okay.
Okay, so we're heading to the gambler's drink. Is anyone else coming with us, or are they staying there?
Are they staying? Are they going to the other
I'll
ends? Are they
go.
going?
I guess the only other person is Gratian right now.
I'll go with you
Do you
guys.
want to go get crunk with me?
Yeah, the only one left is Gratian because Valeth and Fortune are in a coma right now.
Yes. Now so while they're in a magical coma, we're going to drink ourselves.
Guess we're gonna go to the gambler's Yeah, that's Nemesis right now. Not towards Valeth. Valeth was experimenting and shit per this mage's request. And Fortune just went and stared into the orb like an idiot, not knowing if Valeth was essentially dead or not. And did it herself. Like...
This is what happens when I actually listen to what Fortune wants to do. I tell y'all I hold her back.
No, we need more of this, Fortune. It's fun.
It's not fun.
It's fun for some people.
Did Nemesis even notice the engraving in the ring?
No, and she doesn't care anymore. And Fortune's gonna be so selfish.
Oh god, is she gonna do this super, like, dramatic, like, throw the ring into the sea and storm off sort of thing?
I mean, she might.
Alright. So, you decide to head to the Gambler's Drink. As you're leaving, you can see Kimberly's, like, stepping into the teleportation circle, and right before it goes, he goes, "Alright!" And he just vanishes. Well, there he goes. I should have asked him first and foremost. This is... she quickly lets you all out of the house, and she heads off towards Fortune's parents' house. But as you guys go to the Gambler's Drink.
Yeah.
So the Gambler's Drink, it is a very small building, and it looks like the bare minimum in terms of like cleaning was done on it. There's moss gathering around the cracks of the wall, and on the inside, it's mostly the same, like, you know, various just like cracked wood and everything. It's very smoky. There's quite a few people that are smoking pipes. And at the bar, you see not one, but 4 kobolds. Just kind of like scampering around, passing drinks to people.
You know, I'm not even going to question it at this point. I'm gonna go to, like, the barkeep. Is it a kobold too?
All 4 of the people that are there
All
are
4
kobolds.
of them.
Yep.
All 4 of them.
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and gesture to one of them.
Alright. You see 3 of them sort of like scamper over. It's like, "Hello, yes, welcome to the Gambler's Drink." Well, the other one knocks out, "Welcome to the Gambler's Drink. What can I..." The other one just kind of like grabs him by the neck and throws him back.
Hey, welcome to the Gambler's Drink. I am Lever. How can I help you?
I just want your strongest drink and a lot of it.
Gambler's Drink it is. Oh, you two, get some here. But we want it. Don't care. Get it.
And you just see like they scamper out.
Don't mind them.
Same as her, please.
Gambler's Drink it is. Get 2 of them. I mean, you just said... I said 2 of them.
Are you all related?
Yeah. That's me brother, that's me sister, and that's me brother.
Well,
And are you the oldest?
I think so.
Can I pat his head? Her head? I don't know.
Him. It's a him.
Him. I'm gonna pat his head.
Shouldn't you
I'll
ask
offer.
permission first?
No, I don't care.
He's
I
all
am
like-
big. I am strong. I can do what I want.
He sort of like tries to fight back, but then like judges on the height thing. He's just like,
You are very, very cute.
Why, thank you, thank you. How long until the Gambler's Drink's ready? Oh, you had...
as you just see the smaller one like come through carrying like
4
2
kobolds.
drinks. Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Sounds
Just
like
places
awesome.
them down.
So, this is a little game, if you want to play it, or if you just want to drink it, you're fine too. But, if you can guess what drink it is, you get your money back. Or you get double your money back. Sorry, I keep forgetting that. Math is hard. But if you don't, we keep it, and you could potentially be stuck with a shitty drink.
Go on, I'll play.
Alright?
He just hands you, just like shoves the mug towards you.
Okay, what do I roll? Investigation?
Yes. Roll an investigation.
I guess I'll participate too
Okay.
with my drink.
Roll an investigation.
I shall be scouting. I shall scout the wenches. as well
No.
as hiding my gold in
Nemesis rarely drinks. She has no fucking clue.
I will also be, as a precaution, hiding my
24.
gold in the bag of holding.
Alrighty.
Racist.
It's a 19.
So, yep, so...
No, it's because Fortune
Because
wants
of us fucking idiots.
Yep.
Okay, you're able to look through the gaps in the support beams, so you can see on the other side of the support beam.
Oh, I do not trust that question. Situation. Looking for structural weaknesses in this building we're all in.
So, investigation 2, you have no clue what it is, but it is vile. Like, it is terrible. Trofnar, you know what you're drinking. It is very shittily made grog.
Can I just... Yeah, like he sees me sort of like do that almost like retching in the back of the throat, but just about to get that down and go, fucking hell, this is dodgy stuff. Did you make this grog yourself?
Yeah. But
Mate.
congratulations, you guessed it. So
And hands you 2 silver, because it's 1 silver for each one. So he hands you 2 silver.
Yay! I made money, but at what cost?
I'm just gonna say, I have no fucking clue, and drink it anyways.
we got a loser and a winner. Good job, boys. Thanks. Shut up.
I shall proceed to play.
Who cares about what tastes good right now? Just had a fucking huge scare.
I shall take a drink and I will proceed to play music for my people.
Are you taking
And
just
for
a
all
normal
of
drink,
my
or are you partaking in the gambler's drink?
Now I'll do a normal one.
Okay, that's 4 copper.
Okay. And now to play music for the people here and for the wenches.
Alright.
Are you saying that wenches aren't people?
No, it's just a bit.
That
class.
pause, beautiful times.
The pause as you have to realize what you just said.
Yep.
But there's
Yeah.
only 3 kinds of people: the bankers, the farmers, and the carpenters.
I would like to just get as drunk as I fucking can until I don't exist right now.
I will drink normally, but I'm keeping a special eye on Nemesis to make sure she doesn't do anything fucking stupid.
Okay. So
Lucy isn't a stupid drunk.
You don't know. Well, if she's getting as drunk as she possibly could, drunk as he possibly can is always a stupid drunk.
I think right now she'd be a weepy drunk.
That's fine. I can do that. My beard is quite absorbent.
Yeah, so for the remainder of the day, you just watch as the 4 kobolds fight over each other as they, as they try to serve customers, get very drunk. In fact, Nemesis, I want you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Fantastic. What did Nemesis do last night? She doesn't fucking know.
Fail this shit. I want you to fail this roll so fucking hard.
12.
Cool.
You don't black out, but you are certainly going to have some gaps in your memory tomorrow.
Oh boy.
Last Friday night.
Did she find a prettier tiefling? Did she destroy someone's property? Will she wake up in jail? Who knows?
What's like a good hijinks roll?
Much lower than that.
Okay.
Alright. You found Fortune's mother. No. No.
Alright. So, you spend the rest of the day just waiting out this timer.
Yeah, I mean, what else can we do?
Yep. So, the next day comes by. At the time that you have, the time it's been, it is late morning.
Mm-hmm.
Nemesis, you have a hell of a headache right now.
Oh boy. I would have to assume that we went back to the other inn because that's where we were staying.
Well, are you doing that in the morning?
I more mean like where we woke up. Like, where is Nem right now?
Yeah. Do tell you what, because I'm a good minder, she wakes up in my room, in my bed, in the fancy inn. I can't remember the
In
name
the
of.
distant stars.
Are you in the bed?
No, I
Okay.
basically I've taken like a spare pillow and a spare blanket from the cupboard, and I'm sort of curled up in the corner.
I was gonna say that's good. Thank you, Trothnar. Drink your respect women juice.
Thank you. I respect everyone, even the women. Yeah.
Alright. Then can I kind of slump downstairs and ask for if they have one of the like hangover cure ice drinks?
Yeah, they do, thankfully.
Awesome. I would like one of those,
All
and
right.
I would like a big ass breakfast.
Okay. They have to get some of the leftovers from the morning, but they're able to recook it.
My gold is not even. I'm going to assume that this, at least the night, has cost me like a gold.
3 silver.
I don't have silver right now, so they get a gold.
Okay, and they give you 7 silver back. Of which they take 1 promptly for the hangover cure.
Of course, he made it in Sims 4. That's awesome.
All right.
I'm very pissed off that they didn't have a white option for the bed, so it's pink.
You can't have a white bed in Sims 4.
Well, they don't have a straight up black and white swatch with that wood.
Yeah,
Fair
you only
enough.
like you have like there's only like 3 or 4 different options for
All right.
like
I'm
alternate color palettes and stuff like that.
Okay, so
And while this is happening as well, you are given a sack of letters, and looking through them, it is the permissions to allow you to go around Lesdor after curfew.
okay,
It's one for each of you.
Go ahead and start giving those to people. I'll keep fortunes
Did
and
we-
bless.
Did we all write down our own names at that point, or did Nemesis write down all of our names?
I assume you all wrote down your names.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right. So it is late morning. What are those that are still not comatose still doing?
Just playing a little tune for the people who are in the inn.
Since they were out, since they went out at like mid-afternoon, I would
Early
have
afternoon,
to assume
yeah.
that we still have a few hours.
You have about 4
until then.
hours.
Still have 4 hours.
When I wake up, I'm gonna go over and see how they're doing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna toss all of my jewelry in the seat. No, I'm just gonna collect it in, a bag.
Yeah, I'm gonna carve I hate spelled H8 fortune in the nearest piece of wood I can see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my gold out of my bag and I'm just gonna keep playing some music until it's time to go over.
All right. So you're basically just sitting around waiting for 4 hours.
Did we send Akasha?
I don't think. Did we?
Oh.
No, because
Okay.
the only person that can communicate
I'm
with Akasha is
pretty sure we sent her before we started leaving. I thought we said we did that. I was pretty
That's
sure.
what
we
I
did.
thought.
Yeah,
we
that's
can
why
go
when
with
you
that.
guys were mentioning it earlier, I couldn't like respond, but I heard you say it and I was like, that didn't make any
Yeah,
sense.
I thought
but-
that he already left.
Yeah, I was pretty
We can
sure
go with
Akasha
that.
was gone already.
Yeah, we can go with that.
All right.
All right. So, if that's the case, you wait for about 3 and a bit hours, and you head back to Madame Melody's house. So, as you knock on the door this time and it opens up, you can see Madame Melody. Her hair's rather disheveled. She's got, and you can see she's got dark bags under her eyes. You get the feeling that she's probably not slept at all.
Where they've been? Any changes?
No, they're the same as they were before. Breathing's fine, pulse is fine.
Okay.
Geez,
And
if they're still
where are they, by
cursed
the
or
way?
just
Like in the shop?
sleeping.
It looks like they'd be sleeping almost. I imagine when they wake up, they're going to be very thirsty, though. I've set up some food and water for them for when they do wake up.
I'm half tempted to just pour out fortune stuff. I won't, but all right. When do you think they will awake?
If I had to hazard a guess, in a couple of minutes, maybe 10, 20 or so. You're free to come and wait with them if you'd like.
Thank you. I'll go ahead and go in.
All right. So you're escorted back up to the top floor again, and you just basically spend the next few minutes just sitting and waiting. Eventually, Valith, your vision comes back, and it feels like when the blood like rushes through your ears, and it's kind of like, you know, like you're in the water and you're just coming up to the surface. Like, you have that kind of bit, and then you just, like, open your eyes, you wince slightly at the light, but you are now conscious, and you're at 1 HP. And you feel, like, your body doesn't feel like shit, but, like, internally, you feel wrecks.
Yeah.
Like, you feel like you've gone up against a dragon with your bare hands, and survived.
As soon as I see him jolt up awake, I run over, pull out my water skin and give it to him.
Yeah, I'll take some water and...
Yeah, you feel very thirsty.
So, what happened?
You collapsed. We got you set up here, and Kimberly came by to check out the orb. He's gone. He's gone to, with the orb, I should say. He's gone to check out Almond Dough with Nori, we think. So from what he said, it's like there was some sort of creature living in the orb, and he beat the shit out of you, basically.
Interesting.
How are you feeling?
Weak, but alive. And I imagine Fortune's nearby. I look over at Fortune.
She's still unconscious.
Is Fortune all right?
She did the same thing that you did, and the same thing happened to her. She'll probably rouse within a few minutes. Kimberly explained to me that through his looking through with the orb, he sent me a quick message saying it's more than one thing in there. It's many things.
Interesting.
I'll go ahead and heal the last for 15 points.
All right.
Thank you.
About 5 or so minutes later, Fortune, you too also return to consciousness.
And I did the same thing I did with Veleth. I run over and give it and give her the water skin. Can you have your back? Drink this.
It's not alcohol, is it?
It can be. It can be if you want it to be.
No.
Okay, it's just water. You need your strength back. Just drink it.
I just kind of like lean on Drosnar. You're my only friend. You bring me water.
Nemesis is just staring daggers into her.
Hi, honey.
Don't call me that.
Yeah, and in a hushed tone to her, I just go, she's not very happy with you. Maybe you shouldn't have looked in that old love.
I mean, yeah, I probably shouldn't have, but I did.
So what do you have to say for yourself? Say sorry. Fucking say it, Fortune.
I still have a dagger. I can still stab you. But Nemesis, I'm sorry.
Thank you. And then the last time you used my leg as a dagger sheath, I was completely fine.
Yeah, that's why it's okay to stab you. You're not gonna die from it.
Nemesis just turns away and goes back to check on Valeth.
No heals for fortune.
Yeah, I just sort of stand up and like I'm weak and whatnot, but after getting healed a little bit, I sort of dust myself off and and yeah, I'm just like lots of thinking going on with Voleth right now.
I'll go look at Valeth.
Hey,
Did
Melody.
you see anything in there?
Did I tick, or was it like instant? Like, did I fall unconscious and then I came back? Like,
Make a perception check.
sure. I'm really good at these.
Did Trosnar just call for
15.
Nim?
No,
Okay.
I was going for Melody.
You couldn't see
Oh,
anything,
Melody.
but you heard.
You're very muffled
You
for
heard.
me.
You heard some
Hello?
stuff.
There we go, that's better.
You heard what
Okay,
sounded
sorry,
like
I'm
a bunch of people arguing in the distance. You couldn't make out any of the words though.
Yeah, I'll reiterate that. Like, it sounded like
For
There's
fuck's
voice-
sake, a hot dog is a
voices.
sandwich.
Do you think perhaps it's other people that were in there?
that's possible. Yes, I suppose if I was in there and I've returned, it's likely that it had happened to others and perhaps they didn't return.
What
I
about
see
you?
then.
What about you, Fortune? Guessing it was just darkness and then you're back here?
Did I see anything or hear anything?
Perception check.
No.
Just darkness.
It was the longest nap I've ever taken, and I never want to sleep again.
Guilty. Fee, I've got no.
I have some ideas.
All right.
Go ahead then. You think?
I don't think I'm quite ready. Let me think on it more.
I think you perhaps need to rest some more.
Well, mostly I need to be stronger. If there's something in there, it's possible that I could reach it, but it would be difficult.
I
and
don't think
dangerous.
it would matter that much. Kimberly has already taken the orb.
Yeah.
Yes, but I think Valith, you could guys sort of. There's like a little bit of a like Valith is sort of focused on this
Yeah.
as an idea, and he's just sort of like ruminating and talking out loud and
Yeah.
staring off. Like he's not looking at anybody's eyes right now. He's just kind of staring off and thinking and talking.
We're not messing with Animancy Orb. Thank you.
This sketch is hosted by Sush.
And yeah, he's kind of just mumbling to himself.
All right.
Is there a way that we
Um,
can get in contact with Kimberly?
Well, he can contact us if he
Yeah.
finds anything. He said that
And
he
we-
would.
We've met him before, and
So we
I can
can't-
Yeah.
send it to him if
So
I
we
want
can't-
to.
So we can't tell Kimberly that Fortune and Valeth are awake.
I can do that. I have that spell.
Yeah,
Right.
she can do that. And then if Valeth wants to, like, I guess, chat with Kimbany and try to, like, oh my god, like, Valeth, Kimbany, and Nori together are just a terrifying team.
This meeting of the nerd convention is now in session.
You see her eyes flash with arc energy. Kimberly, I just thought I'd let you know that Valith and Fortune are awake. They're alive, and it doesn't look like there's any permanent damage. Just pause. Just see she, like, eyes sort of roll a bit as Kimberly talks in his roundabout way. Well, that used more than the words of the spell have, but I'm pretty sure he summarized it as, that's good.
Yeah, somehow he managed to use more words. It's a Kimbity. It's Kimbity.
Yeah.
Fucking aliens guy hair and everything, Kimbity.
It was,
Uh,
wow, okay. Oh, yes, yes. Ooh, all that. Yeah.
Yep.
Is Gratian in the room?
Everyone's in the room, I assume.
Yeah.
I would like to ask him for a good berry.
One good berry, sir.
Shall be bestowed the goodest of berries.
You know what? Just because I can have 30 more points of lay on hands, Valeth.
I can do that.
Oh,
The
the...
46.
spite. This
Nice.
Right.
Yes.
Do you know what's insane? I'm running a game where we have a barbarian in it, and he's level 5, and he has 63 HP, and that's how much HP Valeth has.
Nice.
And he's level 9. Like,
Yeah.
so much higher level, and somehow so
Yeah,
much.
yeah. Approaching level 10 as well with how the story's going.
Yeah.
Roll 1d4 cross damage from the cold shoulder nemesis keeps giving you.
Right.
Well,
You have not.
I think that would
anyways.
kill her if she did it before she had the good
I just
berry.
like Valeth sort of just like shakes out of his thoughts, and he's like, "Anyways,
That
have
would be the most like nemesis way of killing someone, just out of shit.
how long were we gone?"
You were out 24 hours.
No, better day.
Oh, has
Welcome to the
anything
future.
has anything happened that apart from us going unconscious?
Name got drunker than I've ever seen her. Fun.
Found out that there's some kobolds running a bar.
Ooh, fun.
Hey, do you want to come? It seems like you could deal with it, right?
Sure.
I shall play for the people there, the songs of my people.
And we'll, as we walk, I think like if we leave from here, if there's no other things we want to do, I'll just like so. What? We still have a few days before Akasha should return, and we're no closer to having access to a teleportation circle.
I've got a favor to ask you, Valeth.
Yes.
Have you still got that memory sending mind shite you do? Can you still do that?
You mean sending, or
Aye, whatever it's called, aye.
yes? Anybody I've met before or I'm familiar with, I can speak to.
That reminds me. We need to check. You know.
Oh yes, you're right. We've completely forgot.
Did you ever meet the captain of the guard back in Platinum Hall?
Tick, did I ever meet the captain of the guard in Platinum Holt?
Yeah, it was. Or
I guess I would have been like familiar with him in the sense of that. Because
it was a stone giant, Olga.
Yeah, it was a stone giant.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think because we actually interact with them as well.
Yeah.
So, yes, of course. Would you like me to warn them about the grasp and the hordes?
No, they'll get word and then a bit closer in before it gets properly dangerous. I need to send them word back about the status of the wardens.
Oh, yes. If you would like to write something down, I could.
Okay, let me get to writing my 25 words.
As he is doing that, Valeth, can you please check and see if he's all right?
Okay. Let me see. I have to go find a word counter. Do. Okay.
Word counter.
And I guess we'll see who finds the 25 words first.
Yeah. So, well, first, like, what do you want me to say?
You can say anything, just make sure that they are all right.
Yes.
All right. It was Captain. What was his name?
Captain
Rogan.
Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
I gotta look into some of my older notes.
Yes. This is actually something Nelson would sing.
Alrighty. I'm ready.
All right. And what about Trough now? Have you done yours?
I'm gonna take that as a no.
I'm still writing.
Still writing. Okay, gotcha. I'm just quickly looking through a small bit.
1, 2.
There we go. Okay, yeah. I got my notes on that bit. Okay. So who's going? What? Who are you using sending to first? Rogan or Olga?
I'm sorry. I was just retyping some things. Sorry.
Right.
Okay. I've got mine. You want it?
Go for it.
Okay, so it is. This is Trofnar Glowhammer. Wardens lie in tatters. Moira Flameseeker dead. Vesper now leader. Owns brewery in Underrook. Still pursuing old ambitions. Sending evidence soon.
Alright, I assume you send it to Olga first?
Yes, send it to Olga.
Okay.
Wait, you can't send it to 2 people, can you?
Nope. Well, you can, but it's 2 separate casts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So just to the old captain of the guard, Olga.
Okay, so, well, Vise is still typing out the rest of his stuff.
Alrighty. So I send that away as
Alright, there's a bit of a pause, and then you hear... Glowhammer. Ah, yes, you. Very well. I will relay the information. You bring evidence. You are no longer banished.
they say if you return with evidence, you'll no longer be banished, Trofnar. And they'll send word to those that need to know.
Excellent.
Now I'll send a message to Captain Rogan. I don't really have like a whole lot of things to say, and so I actually had to I was trying to make it 25 words.
Oh, okay.
So it's, hello, Captain Rogan. This is Valith of the God's Headache. We would like to know if you are still alive, please. Thank you.
Have you committed the dead?
There's a long pause. About 30 seconds. 40. Valith, just about. Making our way back north. Got good news and a lot of bad news. And that's what we're going to call it for this session.
Hey, that's sick.
Alive.
That was a fun one.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, they're alive!
Good fake out there, Tom, you bastard.
They're alive and they're on their way back north.
Yay!
Oh my
Very
god.
good. Excellent.
Whatever his name is, Nemarius is gonna kill us.
Yep.
Okay, I did what Rogan told me to do. I kept my promise.
It's true.
Hey, bro, you know my friend's alive. Yeah. That was good stuff. Okay.
Yep.
I'll deal with the consequences when he finds out. I'm sure that Rogan will vouch for me anyway.
Yep.
Oh my God.
I have been sitting on that particular thing from Rogan for so many sessions.
Just
Oh
waiting
my
for us to be
God.
like, hey, is he okay? Like, because we know that everything's going to shit down there, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. Because, like, there's a lot of stuff like that I knew that Valith would be able to contact people and ask them things, but I am actually terrible at remembering the specific people. Like, you guys are much better at that than I am.
See, I didn't know that, like, this session in particular was going to be essentially like a huge callback.
Yeah.
Like, I was not expecting that
A huge what? You cut out. for me.
callback.
Yeah, there's just lots of callbacks. It's great.
Can this episode be called like the Karmora pop quiz?
Oh my god.
No, I can create a pop quiz for you.
I
Please don't.
feel. Oh my god, please do. I will
I will
totally.
Win?
that.
Yes, you will.
Yeah. The moment you mentioned though that you only had like basic arcane folks, I became sad because I was actually going to look up like the names of like the great demon from the Nine Hells, as well as like the spawn like Zack and Zala. What was her name? Let me.
Like, okay, that made my day. I was very upset before.
I mean, what I
Because of
can
your
do
Thunderbolt
is when we do Death Houses, I can get not Death House, Tomb of
Huh.
Horrors.
Horrors.
Yeah.
I can easily like write up a Karmora style quiz.
Yeah. That'd be
Yeah.
fun.
See you
My
later,
real
mate.
question is next week going to be Karmora again in the introduction of the Shadow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Shadow's gonna join us.
So basically, we're gonna keep doing Karmora until Shadow finally joins us.
One of my
Yeah.
favorite things is still have no idea what Shadow's character is.
No, I'm so
So-
excited.
All I know is I think he said it was an artificer, and that's it.
Yeah, that's all we know.
Gun boy.
Oh, that's fun.
Yes,
It's
that
not
is
you.
like the only thing that I know. So
There we
What a
go.
nerd.
I
He's gonna be such a nerd.
So this was session 76.
mhm.
I had that stuff for Rogan written down since session 71.
Yeah.
Nice.
And you got to factor in, obviously, there was several weeks of delays and such.
Yeah.
So I've been sitting on this for a while.
I just like I was really not expecting all of this today.
None of us were.
I didn't think that it was actually gonna come into play until we like went back down
Who
to
thought we
Delcross or something.
We thought we were just going to chill and do random casual stuff in Lesdorf